Good Boy is a horror film whose concept I find to be really interesting. It's a horror film from the perspective of a dog. Not a POV, it's not Cloverfield from the eyes of a dog like that episode of Rugrats with Spike. It is a horror film where the dog is the main character and you follow all of what happens and unfolds from that character. And I just saw it. It's really good. I'm happy to say that it is a very solid film that I think utilized its concept really well. It's a gimmick that doesn't fall flat. It actually just feels like it elevates a very tense haunting. Now, admittedly, the story isn't the most, innovative piece when it comes to its narrative. It's not trying to reinvent the condom or anything. While it seems like it's just a pretty standard haunted house movie, it does have its own spin on it that changes. I've been getting into spoilers for so many of these things, but for this one I'm going to avoid it. It does do something a little different with the concept and caters it more to a deeper meaning, especially to a dog. I'm finding it hard to get the right words across without just spoiling it, but most of what you're going to see are things that you've seen in other horror films when it comes to its scares or its tension building. But there is a deeper meaning to it, albeit I don't think it's one that really is a game changer for a horror narrative or anything, but it's not like I'm disappointed by that. You get your jump scares, then your music cuts out, it's silent, then nothing. You get all of that, the same formula there, but using the dog as the main character and having that perspective does make it feel fresher. It does breathe a little more life into it. And the way the movie is shot, I think, is extraordinary. I really like the cinematography here. I think they have some very creative shots that help elevate things that otherwise would be pretty stale in other movies. So, since you follow the dog, you never really see, the full face of his owner, Todd. And Todd is sick. Todd is very ill, and he moves back to the old family home where multiple generations of their family have died at a young age. And his sister really doesn't like that, so she's trying to convince him not to and tries to talk to him pretty often to get him out of there. He refuses. And he takes his dog, Indy, to this house to live with him, their new home together. The house is haunted, and there's a lot of spooky noises going on, and some kind of weird monster creature that shows up occasionally before disappearing and stuff, and it's trying to, get Indy and get Todd. And this entire time, you spend the whole movie following Indy. And since you're following Indy, you never really see, a full picture of things that includes Todd. So you never really even see his face. You get these silhouetted outlines of him pretty often. When he's watching TV, you'll see TV from a bigger perspective because to a dog it's much larger, and then you'll see some things out of the corner, and it's really cool. I love the way some of the shots look, and it makes it more tense. And I think the choice to follow the dog makes you naturally more emotionally invested, especially if you're already a dog fan. If you already have some pets of your own, you're going to feel, I think, a lot more emotional in certain scenes where the dog conveys so much. It really does seem fear and being frightened and analyzing the unknown. What does it all mean? And not fully understanding what's going on, with Todd and wanting to be there for Todd because he's so loyal to Todd. I think the dog actor Indy did an amazing job. And interestingly enough, at the end of the film, the director, Ben, is talking about how they made this. And Indy is not a trained dog actor. It's just Ben's dog. So him and his wife and his dog, over the course of 3 years, filmed this movie in 1 to 3 hour chunks. Shoot days. They filmed for an hour to 3 hours, depending on, how cooperative Indy wanted to be over the course of 3 years. And I think the results are extraordinary. I think that all that time they put into this, all that passion is very clear on the big screen. It was a joy to watch. And I think they really did a great job with Indy. And I think the fact that Indy is not some kind of like, Air Bud prodigy or something, like a protege to the Air Bud lineage or something, really helps. Because it does just feel like a guy's dog who is now experiencing all this paranormal shit around it while seeing its best friend struggling and going through so much. It just makes it feel much more real and a lot more sad in certain aspects, again, without trying to get into too many spoilers. I just think it really is a good movie. Though I think some people will probably find it boring. Because it's not a film that is like, fast-paced, nuts to butts, scares out the wazoo or anything, trying to have you on the edge of your seat throwing popcorn in the air. Like, it is a slow burn. And for me, I really liked that. It's not a long movie. In fact, it's a very short movie. But that's not to say that it doesn't deliver a full experience. I was very satisfied with this, but I do think there will be people that come out of it just thinking that it was all just a one-trick pony, relying on the gimmick of the dog perspective to sell an otherwise bland horror movie. I think there will be people with that take. I'm just not one of them. I think it did something different, and it tried something new, and I think it did it well. Would I have liked to see a little bit more in terms of horror? Sure. But I think what's here is executed well, and I think their spin on it is something that will resonate with people that bother to pay enough attention to it, especially if you are a pet owner. I won't yap about it too long, but I will also mention that I found it extremely cute that they did the behind the scenes at the end of the movie to show you how they got Indy to do certain scenes. And I just thought it was so cute. It's no easy feat being able to have a dog perform in a movie like this. And they didn't try and force it or anything. They just did these short work days over the course of 3 years. This is a longer development time than a lot of Marvel projects get. And so I really appreciate that dedication to it and just wanting to build something special. And as the director mentions, this was like a family project for them. And I think they did a great job. I also couldn't help but get some Courage the Cowardly Dog vibes for certain scenes, especially when it came to how they lighted certain elements of it. Like scenes where Indy would be roaming around the house and there'd be this strong moonlight illuminating some very, specific piece of furniture as darkness creeps up on it. I did get some Courage vibes. Maybe I'm just, picking up on something that wasn't there. Courage the Cowardly Dog is one of my favorite shows ever made, and clearly the concept here of a horror movie from the perspective of a dog kind of fits in line with, Courage the Cowardly Dog and that, but I don't know, it really did seem like there were moments where there was definitely some influence there, which I appreciated. Regardless, though, I think this was a good movie. I would recommend it. I thought it was something new and something fresh that I hadn't seen before and was done very well. Anyway, that's about it. So, yeah. You've heard me yap and whine about the overabundance of subscription services literally wringing people's wallets like towels just for the most basic of services and products. Pretty much everything now is trying to ham-fist a subscription into the business model to always be able to hose you down and shake you down for your lunch money. Obviously, the biggest culprit and the one that has really pushed the needle on this practice of subscriptions for everything is streaming platforms. And this is one that I have endlessly hawked loogies on. There are now more streaming platforms than there are pizza places in America, I imagine. There is a new streaming platform born every day for the most hyper niche shit, where they might have 5 titles but still charge you $15 a month for the privilege of watching all 20 minutes of content they have on their service. It's terrible. Not only that, they have the gall to keep increasing prices, even though these behemoths have their catalogs weakened constantly because it's so cannibalistic, where they'll lose the licensing rights for a season of their show and it'll get picked up by a different streaming platform. Like Pokemon is the most infamous example, where in order to watch every season of Pokemon for the whole series, you would need 12 different subscriptions to 12 different services because all of them are divided so chaotically. And that's the song and dance for so many of these streaming giants, where their catalog keeps getting weaker, yet they keep charging more for it. Like most recently, HBO Max announced their price increases, much to the chagrin of any sensible person on the planet. It's just so expensive, and it's just out of control. But I don't want to just yap about something that I've already blabbered on quite a bit. Instead, I want to focus more specifically on just how awful subscriptions have become for every industry ever. It has infested everything. It is an infection that is showing no signs of slowing down. It is spreading everywhere, and there is no better example than what I just learned about. Coming straight from Kohler's asshole to your asshole, they are introducing a toilet accessory that's basically a little camera that'll analyze your poop for you. And guess what? You have to pay a subscription fee for the privilege of having your fecal content analyzed here. So you get a shitter attachment here, like you're making a fucking Call of Duty loadout, you're putting a red dot sight on here, and you have to pay a subscription on top of it. That blows my mind. Why is that a subscription? What the fuck? I want to be clear. There are some things that a subscription makes sense for. If there's like a reoccurring purchase of something that you plan on getting long term, as long as there's like an ease of cancellation in there, I don't have like a problem with subscriptions in principle. I have a problem with the way that subscriptions are utilized for absolutely everything now, where it is just beyond exploitative. It is being shoehorned into every single product and service imaginable when there is just no reason for it. Like I said, there are legitimate good use cases of subscriptions. If it's something that you're going to be buying every month, every other month, whatever, that makes sense. I get that. This, I don't get at all. Why the fuck would this be a subscription? You've already bought the piece of technology. There is no reason to continue shaking your piggy bank out here for it. And it costs a pretty penny too. It is not cheap. You are shelling out 599 clams to get your hands on the Dakota clamps here. So basically, what this accessory is a device that clamps over the rim like a toilet bowl cleaner and points an optical sensor at your excretions and secretions. It'll analyze the images to detect any blood and reviews your gut health and hydration status. And there's apparently multiple plans to choose from that can range from $70 to $156 per year. That is, I imagine, on top of the $600 entry fee just to have that piece of technology. Which, if you don't pay the subscription for, you basically just bought a paperweight. You bought a fucking brick that is attached to your toilet bowl if you don't pay the subscription, because it just won't work. It's so silly to me. You don't even own your shitter associate here clamped to your toilet bowl. You have a brief permission slip to access it and use that technology as long as you're paying the subscription fee, as long as you're suckling on their titties. We are fully in the age now of you will own nothing and be happy. That is where we are. You actually basically own nothing at this point, and that is the way every industry is gearing towards. It is pushing everything to just, you have the idea of a product or service. You don't actually have your paws on anything. There's nothing real there. It's all imaginary. You are granted limited access with the fee that you pay for it, but can be taken away at any time for basically any reason at this point. It is truly an age where you actually pay for things but don't own any of it. I cannot believe that something like a toilet bowl accessory is now having a subscription model attached to it. Now, I don't even hate the idea of this item, by the way. It is like an important thing to monitor like your gut health. Like, there is a lot that your poop can say about your health. And it is something a lot of people overlook. So something like this could actually be like really helpful to some people. It could even potentially save lives. There's definitely that possibility as well. But it can only do that if you're willing to pay a subscription fee for it. That's unbelievable. That is unfathomable to me. I can find no justifiable explanation for why this would require a subscription fee. You already have it. It is already doing what it was designed to do. There's no need to continue to pay for it to do that. You already have the technology right there. You got the little fucking doodad gizmo right there, and it's doing what it's designed to do. What is the subscription for? It's not like there's some kind of doctor on the other end of it that's getting paid a salary that you're paying for his input on or anything. You have it. It's working, but they can revoke your access if you don't keep paying for it with the subscriptions. I think we are getting dangerously close to the point where even something like flushing your toilet bowl will require a subscription with different plans for it. Like you get 5 poops per week with these flushes. And then if you pay more, you get up to 10 poops per week that it'll flush with this amount of power. And if you want to sign up for the premium plan, you'll even get like a jet booster where it'll really flush the shit out of that poop. Like, I just think subscriptions are going to infiltrate literally everything. They already are. Now let's go ahead and dig into this product a little bit more to learn about it, I suppose, since I'm already yapping on it. Apparently it works by using a fingerprint sensor, so you'll sign in by giving it your fingerprints. This is another thing. Every single product and service wants as much biometric data on you as possible. So now, even having your shit looked at through a fucking camera will require some kind of biometric data to be gathered on you. Oh my god. But don't worry, you can trust Kohler with all of that. It says it secures your data via the fingerprint scanner and end-to-end encryption, and notes that the camera uses discrete optics looking only at the results, not your body parts. Dakota's sensors seed down into your toilet and nowhere else, the company says. That's wonderful news, and we know that there's never been any kind of data breaches and no one's ever lied about how secure things are. So we can take them at their word here, knowing full well that all of that data is super safe and encrypted, and there's not going to be any weird kind of peeping toms using this technology for nefarious, perverted purposes or anything like that. We can sleep easy with that knowledge locked securely in our brains here. This will be hiccup-free. And just think about how cool it'll be to use your toilet and give it your fingerprint scan in order to optimize your bathroom experience. Just imagine for a second, though, just play around with this. Hackers get into your Kohler Dakota and steal your fucking data through your toilet bowl accessory. I mean, everything is getting data breached. Like, every single service has had huge leaks recently. Now imagine once this is on the table and they get the fingerprint scans and whatever else that it happens to accumulate. Also, something kind of fun to play with. Imagine putting this on all of your toilets or something and you have, like, company over and they see that and they're like, what the hell is this? He's like, oh, no, don't put your fingerprint on that, no! And then all of a sudden it logs a brand new set of poop. You're just having friends over for their Super Bowl party or something, and then all of a sudden your phone's blown up with notifications from your Dakota app. Player 2 has entered the arena. Player 3 is in the lobby now. And it's like all this information on their poop and their gut health and all that shit. Here, hold on, I actually got a little guest star of my own. I don't know if you could hear that, but I just blew a little ass there. Anyway, though, I don't even hate the idea of the product. Like I said, I think that is actually, could be, a very valuable service to provide, given a reasonable price point and no subscription fee. The more I think about it, the more I hate this one in particular. The idea that this product could actually really help some people, like even be life-saving to a certain degree, and then locking that behind a perpetual paywall with this subscription fee, that just feels even more deplorable than most subscription models. That's pretty crazy to me, actually. Like, stay on top of your health, but only if you are financially able to perpetually do that. $156 per year, on top of the $600 you paid to have the device on the toilet in the first place. I hate that. I really do. Anyway, I really hate how everything is getting a forced subscription fee on top of everything. Every single business seems to be gravitating towards it. It sucks. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but I disagree. I think the greatest form of flattery is this. That's that Donnie from Wild Thornberrys type riz. But when does imitation go too far? When is it no longer an homage, but instead tiptoes over the line into plagiarism? That's what we'll be analyzing today, and by that I mean I learned about 2 channels that have blatantly plagiarized another YouTuber. I saw this right before going to bed tonight. I'm kidding, because I didn't fall asleep. As you can clearly tell, it's 6 a.m. I've been up all night again. Insomnia is here again, doing that to my damn little butt cheeks over here, and I'm tired of it. But as I was trying to fall asleep and then ended up giving up looking at my phone, I saw that there's a bit of a hoopla about this plagiarism thing going on right now. And you're never going to be able to get rid of all the plagiarism on YouTube because it is a rampant issue. But I always think it's nice when people do find bad actors like this just blatantly stealing their work. But as I was looking into this big developing story here, I learned a lot of twists, not only about the original video creator, but also the ones that allegedly plagiarized. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first one before diving into a bit more about the original video as well.
So if your views are low, or you're scared of demonetization, listen up, because I'm going to tell you the 8 biggest changes of the YouTube algorithm, starting with change number 1, Gemini. So it's fully official. Okay, the YouTube algorithm is now powered by Gemini AI.
This one is egregious. They didn't even bother doing the bare minimum of changing a single word from the original script. So this comes from a YouTuber named Bungie, and the YouTuber that's copying his video is someone named Belmont. Now this is a guru who is also selling a course. Now I use the word guru real loosey-goosey because that's how these fucking dweebs refer to themselves as. They're scammers, basically. Case in point. If you're going to be purchasing a course from someone on YouTube trying to give you the secrets, bestow upon you the ancient wisdom of success online, just know you're most likely not going to be finding the fountain of youth there. You're probably getting a big load of fucking barnacles. I've never even heard of a course that one of these dorks was selling that was ever even remotely helpful in any way, shape, or form. When it comes to this subject matter, I know in like the fitness space, there's a lot of YouTubers that have courses that are very popular, very successful. I'm talking specifically about this garbage where they have these videos, usually just like a bunch of regurgitated information. In this case, they are literally copying someone else's information in order to try and hawk a course. But like usually it's just some dog shit where they're like, "Yar matey, so you want to get YouTube views? Well, you're gonna have to fork over the funky digits on the back of that credit card for this fucking PowerPoint I threw together haphazardly." It's all trash. Now, an interesting little fun fact, a little tidbit of lore, in the only Belmont video I've watched, he has a gold YouTube play button behind him for a channel called Serum. So I looked it up, and that's this channel right here, and that's definitely him. Basically, this channel is Sniper Wolf. If Sniper Wolf was a guy who's a huge dweeb. And he hasn't posted in over a year, but he had 4.5 million subscribers. I don't know why he stopped posting. I looked into it, and there's a lot of theories. Apparently, a lot of people seem to believe that he was demonetized at some point, so he abandoned the channel. It's certainly possible, but it's just a theory, a little game theory there. But what's not a theory is that this guy just blatantly plagiarized that video. I guess he's made his triumphant return. No longer is he Serum. Now he's Belmont. And he just takes other YouTubers' videos word for word as his own. Yippee, welcome home.
Now, for those of you that don't know what Gemini is, it's pretty much Google's ChatGPT. And the job that YouTube gave Gemini is to analyze videos. So technically, it's no longer about tags, titles, or anything that's mattered before. Because of Gemini, now it's what you say, how you say it, and what you show. Like the actual visuals of your video. It understands the tone. If your video is supposed to be sad, it understands it. If being sarcastic, it also understands. Gemini also analyzes behavior on the platform. Which takes me to number 2, trust score.
It's actually fascinating how not only did he copy the script one-to-one, but he even copied the timing. It syncs up perfectly. He did exact intonation, exact timing of everything here for his blatant plagiarism. I've never seen that before. This is like the equivalent of taking someone else's homework, copying it, and not even changing the name on it when you submit it. It's fucking baffling. Typically, we're about to look at another case of plagiarism from the same YouTuber, actually. Not Belmont, but the same YouTuber had his work stolen by another channel as well, this time a much more popular channel. I'm actually kind of blown away by how brazen Belmont's plagiarism is. He's got a lot of other videos on his channel, and I imagine all of those are also plagiarized from other YouTubers as well. It seems like that's probably his shtick. I imagine the only reason the visuals aren't exactly the same is because he didn't want to take the extra 2 minutes it would take to crop out the YouTuber from those visuals, because he wanted to just shit and ship this as quickly as possible, a matter of minutes. So instead he just filled it with a bunch of probably stock videos for his points here. Now the next accused plagiarism patriot is Danny Y. Interestingly enough, it's the same topic that Belmont copied, that now Danny Y has a video on that's eerily similar to Bungie. An interesting coinky-dink. If I had to spitball a guess at how that's possible, I would wager that douchebags like this probably consult ChatGPT for what videos they should steal, and right now ChatGPT is recommending that one from Rumero. That would be my guess. Now, Danny Y's video is a little less obvious than Belmont's. He does change some words around, and he does change the order in which the information is presented. Instead of following the exact blueprint 1-to-1 of Rumero's original video, he changes where it goes. But watching them both back to back, it is still fundamentally the exact same piece of content. Now, another explanation here. Like I said, I don't know Rumero's content. Maybe it's possible he generated a script for this topic through ChatGPT, and Danny Y doing the same thing. Thus, they came with very similar scripts. I think that is also equally possible.
Now, for those of you that don't know what Gemini is, it's pretty much Google's ChatGPT.
And if you don't know what it is, think of it as Google's version of ChatGPT.
And it even understands the tone.
It even picks up on your tone.
Like if your video's supposed to be sad, it understands it.
If your video is meant to be funny, it knows.
If you're being sarcastic, it also understands it.
If you're being sarcastic in your video, it also knows that too.
So that's pretty scary shit within itself.
And honestly, this one scared me when I first learned about it.
Now, when YouTube reviews your channel, which they will.
When YouTube reviews your channel, and they will.
The first thing that Gemini will check is your channel trailer.
And the first thing that plays is going to be your channel trailer.
The age of the email and the age of the YouTube channel.
Use an email that has been around for a while.
The older the YouTube channel is, the better. Just use your personal email.
Maybe your personal Gmail that you've been using for years.
If you have any Google subscriptions like Google One, Google Workspace, YouTube Premium, any of those subscriptions, the better it is.
Even better, if you have Google subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Google One, or Workspace, that's extra proof.
Right, you want to show Gemini and YouTube that you're a human, and a human doesn't start YouTube by uploading every single day.
You're basically showing the algorithm that you're a real human.
This one's a bit trickier because he does change the words around, and he does change the order around, but all of the information from Rumero's is still present here, including his advice that he gives in the original, so it does still seem a bit stinky here that maybe he had grabbed his script and had AI rewrite it a bit for his video. And, there's only so many ways of conveying information if the information is accurate, but this goes a little bit beyond that, where it's not just conveying similar information, he's doing it basically very, very, very similarly to how Rumero's video covered it. Now, I had that theory that maybe Rumero generated an AI script and Danny Y did the same on the same topic, which is why they'd be similar. And I think there's even more meat to that theory because I did some digging on Rumero's channel.
If we go ahead and just search up the title of one of these articles and we throw it onto YouTube, we will be able to find YouTube channels like this one, Hip Hop Daily. So if we click on it and we click on their videos, we can see that their views are not bad at all. Now moving on to step number 2, which is scripting your entire video. Now there's a few rules for this, right? I have a lot of beginners come to me and they show me their videos and they're only like a minute or 2 minutes long. And to be honest, I tell them every single time, might as well not post the videos because with AI, there is no excuse for you not to make a video over 10 minutes. YouTube clearly favors, and this is my opinion, YouTube clearly favors YouTube channels and YouTube videos that are over 10 minutes. So here's an example of how easy it is to script write.
Oh my goodness, he's giving the keys to the kingdom, the Krabby Patty secret formula to the ultimate slop. Step 1, look at other YouTubers' content. Step 2, basically steal it. So he's like, look at these channels. You can see their views are doing well, so this is a successful niche. So you want to aim for basically copying the same topics because you can see that it has a track record of doing well here. So step 2, use AI to make your script for you. So he then shows you like to grab an article, copy and paste it into AI to have it write a script for you. So that way it can cook that shit up for you pretty much instantaneously. And bingo, bango, bongo, you've got a soulless AI regurgitated video that can now just passively generate income on YouTube for you for doing fucking nothing at all. So not a huge fan of this guy, to be honest with you. Yes, I do think he was plagiarized in the first instance, and honestly, I am leaning more towards Danny Y also taking his video as opposed to just getting a similar AI drivel script. And that's due to a couple of reasons I'll share with you, but As far as creators getting plagiarized goes, this one doesn't move my heart all that much. This is a world's smallest violin moment for sure, because he himself also kind of preaches the same thing to his students about, like, look at all these other channels and basically do what they do using AI to do it for you. So, it's a little odd that he would cry foul that other vultures in the same space are doing the same to his content, when he has these AI faceless slop channels that he literally kind of does very similar things with. Granted, it's not one-to-one or as brazen as the examples here, but still, it's fundamentally the same DNA. He is also just regurgitating the same information using AI to do it for him. Now, maybe he doesn't do it on his Bungie channel, that I don't know for sure, but in the videos on this channel, he does talk about and literally try and instruct people on how to take other people's topics and like ideas and plug AI into it so it will make the scripts for you so you can stretch these videos to 10 minutes and make money off it passively for doing basically fucking nothing. So, not exactly like the best creator to be talking about being plagiarized, if I'm being honest. But I do still find it to be an interesting topic nonetheless. And like I said, I do think it's obvious in Belmont's case that he just one-to-one stole the video. I do also think Danny Y most likely had AI spit out a script from Bungie video as opposed to just covering a similar topic.
And that leads us to the next change, one that got thousands of channels deleted just last month. YouTube now probably gives every channel a hidden score. They don't show it to you, but it probably exists. And it controls everything. I call it your trust score. Think of it like a credit score, but for
your trust score? Where have I heard that nomenclature before?
Do that, but it's almost guaranteed that the amount of people that have done that, and this change was done about 2 weeks ago, which is why you've heard so much news of people getting their channels taken away. But I think I found a solution.
Still not at the right timestamp, but basically in Danny Y's video, it's the exact same information. He changed some of the words and changed the order in which he presented it, but he's still basically just saying everything Bungie said, but in different order.
But the most important part is that Gemini also analyzes your behavior on the platform. Which takes me to number 2, trust score. This has got to be one of the biggest changes that I've ever seen on YouTube. So this is the easiest way to explain trust score.
So, from what I can tell, Danny Y wasn't the one that came up with the trust score. Watching both videos back to back, it's basically the same fucking thing. Like I said, Danny Y just changed the order in which he presented shit, but it's still fundamentally exactly the same. And at points, like in the minute and a half clip there, it is almost identical. I find it unlikely that this is some big misunderstanding and it's just a coincidence. I understand that when it comes to information, there is only so many different ways you can convey the information, but it just feels very fishy that not only is it conveyed very similarly, almost identical at points, but also saying weird things like, I call it your trust score. I came up with that, when he clearly didn't come up with that. Also, couple that with the fact that the advice he gives in his video is the same advice Bungie gave in his video. It just feels like he did take the script from that video and just change it around a little bit so it wasn't just so blatantly obvious. Not as lazy as Belmont was with it. Anyway though, plagiarism isn't unusual on YouTube. This shit turbo sucks and it's only being more common now thanks to AI. And people like Bungie himself also preaching very similar tactics of just taking other people's topics, ideas, niches, and just having AI be fed this information in order to spit garbage out for you to post and make money on. I think that shit also sucks, and it's not all that dissimilar from what he's complaining about here with these channels ripping off his video. His AI faceless slop channels are fundamentally doing something very, very, very similar. And it's all trash. It's all garbage. And I'm sure he knows that, but it doesn't matter because he makes a ton of money doing it. If you look at his channel, a lot of his videos are just kind of bragging about how much money he makes from doing these AI faceless slop channels. It sucks. It's sad. And that's the exact kind of shit that's ruining the entire platform. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. See ya.
Southgate, you are cleared hot.
Roger, 3-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Wow, do these guards not I'm actually shooting that man. Does he not care about these bullets? He said, fuck the bullets, I'd rather get killed by the airstrike. I don't need to crouch.
Hold off. Let him approach.
No, fuck that. Can't they see I'm speedrunning? Do I still talk to Des? Are you going for like a Joe Mama? The classics. No! Is that the first time you've ever done a D's nuts?
On me.
You realize what you typed is Des, right? You typed Des.
You hear that?
So it'd be Des Nuts, which means that makes no sense. That sounds like a Mozart song. It's 2 E's. You gotta work on that, man.
Find him.
If you're gonna impress the middle schoolers, you gotta at least get it right. Good work, boys. Bad guys? No, good guys.
Right now, intelligence is our best weapon.
We've tried intelligence. Get me a better weapon.
Now that's American. Fuck intelligence, I just want to shoot it.
Heads up. White van.
Rapist. No doubt. Check for children in the back.
Weapons in view.
That's them. Saber to Raven. White van. Multiple military-age males.
Who-
Weapons visible.
what-
Moving to intercept.
How often do criminals just roll around in a van with windows on the side just holding guns and chemical weapons? Bad guy! Oh, fuck! Oh. I was disoriented, not my fault. I just ate a grenade.
Be safe. Alex, take these charges. C4 with remote detonator.
Just like Mother used to make.
Watch my sister.
I'm through.
Oh, nice.
Down the alley.
Well that guy got hit with a knife. Can I hit these guys with a cinder block? Hup. 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 Don't worry, I've got a plan. It involves cinder blocks. Would you believe it? Yeah. 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 I'll take down the entire Russian army with only a cinder block. Yeah.
It's full. Good.
I'm not dropping this cinder block. Let's see how far I can get into the level with only a cinder block.
Need a suppressor.
Find an oil filter.
Alright, I got one. Come chase me. Come chase me. Do it, pussy. You coming? Oh god! They flanked me! Jesus Christ!
Stay away from the door.
Осторожно. Могут быть растяжки.
Do you have a shot?
Yes.
Take 2. I'll take the other.
I got them all, don't worry.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, the only way. I'll do this one first then. What's up, boys? Whoa! 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 If only I had my cinder block, they'd be... Oh. You boys are so fucked. What are you laughing at?
Where's Tarek?
That guy was slow. I punish those that can't run the 40-yard dash in an appropriate time. Jesus.
You're a madman.
Fuck yeah! You either run fast or don't join the Russian army. Alright, I'm flying. Shit, he's in my room.
Soldier! Out of the tarmac! Yes, sir! Fire!
What did he say? Fuck your mother? It's like I'm still playing Xbox Live.
Copy.
What is his name? Groper? Gropper. It's an unfortunate name. Why? He's not a good husband. Don't do it! Alright, I took it easy on you. You can say thank you when you wake up. You're playing recruit. Nope, this is really... You gonna do anything about this price? You seem awfully calm.
Floor secure.
Good work, Price. I've got it. Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'll be honest with you, that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. Wait, she's speaking to me post-mortem. She was not happy about that. Oh, I'm building tension like a horror movie. Alright, just a flashbang.
Garrick, what are you doing?
Oh.
Last floor. Take point, Sergeant.
What kind of baby can't eat a flashbang? Oh,
Tripwires
grenade
in the
launcher.
alcove, Sergeant.
What's the word, 3-1?
Thanks to the Prime messing me. Sir, I found the tripwire. I wonder if this would kill me. Yes. And then he stops. After he's already killed me, he stops. Beautiful.
F8. Multiple military age males.
Check, check. See it? I can't believe I just shot the man on the bike as he was going by. That is wrong place at the wrong time, my friend.
Military age male.
What's that security?
Just follow me, boys. I know where I'm going. Oh, and by that I mean I went the opposite direction. Oh god, I'm reloading. Someone shoot him! Someone shoot him! I'm gonna blind him. Oh fuck, I blinded myself. Well. I lost that negotiation.
Alex, check this out.
Looks like shit.
338 Lapua. Armor piercing at 600 meters.
So?
I put it together myself.
What are we hunting?
Please.
Tony Stark? Are you immune to its bullets, Hadir?
We are brothers now. Make me proud, Alex.
I was just about to pull the trigger until you tugged on my heartstrings. Can you really not kill this guy? He's right in front of you. You have a great angle on him, Raza. You're not even shooting him. Come on, Ahmad. At least pull the trigger. Oh! I'm putting the stinky in him right now.
Left side.
Please.
Echo 3-1 for actual.
Alex, the wolf fled the city.
Oh, what the f-
The Russians are right behind him.
Get down.
Troops in contact, actual.
He just wanted to listen to the radio and he lost his whole fucking skull. Man, these guys are brave. Collateral. Collateral. Triple collat. Oh, I missed the first guy. This is so cute. They run in groups of 2 and 3. Watch this triple. Ready? Perfect. Well, he shook that off real easy.
Get behind me. Please. There's no one here.
Get away from him!
Only my
I'll bite your dick off.
Wait, there are soldiers.
Yeah, but I have a screwdriver. And look at these hits right here. These windmill hits.
Just stay quiet.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with this. Not even chickens survive? Jesus Christ.
Животное? Не похоже на животное. Сверчок, наверное. Слишком светло. Они выходят... Укрытие! В укрытие! Лука! Нет! That's it!
Oh, you just got fucked up so hard. God, that's embarrassing, right? Why am I so short? This kid's almost as tall as I am. I'm not even at Captain Price's chin. I'm not playing as a 5'6" man. This is like 5'5".
That's the wolf. Dead ahead.
Yeah, I read the subtitles. I knew it was the wolf.
I am just a lowly freedom fighter.
Timer, he has a vest.
There
He has
is
a
no
remote.
escape.
Still
Oh.
counting.
Okay.
Cut the wire exactly when I say.
I'm ready.
Not before.
Ready.
Green wire.
Shit.
In 3, 2, 1. Cut.
I she was still talking after the explosion, so she had nothing to worry about being an immortal.
Step back.
No. What are you gonna...
Back, I said.
Alright, that's a pretty good way of doing that.
You must be hungry, Farah.
Ew, not for that bowl of slugs.
Then we'll talk.
Ew, what the fuck is that your specialty? Feces in a dish? Is that what your mom fed you? This is fucking gross. No, ew. Fucking no, ew. That looks like something I'd pop out of... Yeah.
You think this is a game?
No, that's just shitty
Think
food.
you can...
Thanks to the resub layer.
Привет. Доброе утро.
What's in that package? It's a bomb!
What the hell, Garrick?
Just being safe. You never know who's a friendly and who's an enemy.
Show yourself, Garrick. You'll give us
Much
away.
better. Much better. You leave that box out here.
What the hell, Garrick?
Fuck your Amazon delivery package. I'm still using a silenced weapon, so they don't know we're here yet. For sure, they just have an idea. A hunch. Oh, that's hardcore. Unlucky timing, Hadir. Those frame drops? Is it dropping frames on stream right now? Because that was actually smooth for me this whole time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a misclick. You will be remembered as a hero for that brave sacrifice.
Dead
Well, we can just throw a grenade and run.
Because of this poison, my people have known something worse than war. I did not come this far to turn back.
Yeah, but Farah, this sacrifice to destroy a gas factory doesn't solve the problem. They still know how to make the gas. They just make another facility, you know what I mean? It's not worth it.
I am not.
Is what I believe in.
Yeah, but it's not worth it, because you don't solve the problem.
You are a freedom fighter.
This would be like destroying a big wasp nest and then saying, yep, the wasp menace is destroyed now. I never like when they do these sacrifices on something like this, because it's very clear not going to solve it.
I'm not getting out of here. Let's do this.
Alex, it's really not worth it. The gas menace is not destroyed with this facility. Please don't waste...
All clear, Captain.
Alright. Bye, Alex. All of the soldiers were killed. They could have literally just flown in like an Amazon drone detonator and then done it the proper way. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Eerie for the PC. Let's do this shit. Loading. Alright. Shit! Just drops me into the ocean. What is this? Squirtle taking a piss in my bathtub? It's mighty neighborly of him. What do we got here? A ladder. I must have fallen off the ladder into the pond. That makes me some hideous creature that falls off of ladders. Is this like a poem? Excerpt from the Odyssey, maybe? I don't give a shit. Press I to toggle inventory. Awesome. Let's go! Oh, now we're sprinting. Like a fucking sailboat in a tornado hauling ass. What is this? Spray paint can, alright. Goodness, fuck, look at this crawling. It's textbook. Fuck automobiles, I'll crawl from point A to point B from now on. This is phenomenal. You've never seen crawling like this, and if you have, you've seen top-notch crawling. What do we got here? What is this? Oh shit. What is this gobbledygook? Oh, this is how you use the spray paint can. Alright, awesome. What's this? Another note. Alright. Earthquake! Hit the deck! Electrician's work order acquired. Alright. I don't really see how that helps me. Am I supposed to go over here? Oh, yep, there we go. Crawl space. You put me head to head with the world's fastest baby, and I'll outcrawl them any day of the week. Where are we here? Left, right. Oh shit, I can draw with the paint. Here we go. Step aside, Vincent Van Gogh. Perfect circle. Let's add an expression. There we go. This is looking good. Fuck surrealism. This is exactly what it looks like. Legs spread in the air. Alright, let's add some titties here. Alright, they're smaller titties. Alright, this is looking good. This is looking good. That's not at all what I wanted it to look like. It was supposed to be a woman fingering herself, but it looks like a sunflower blossoming. Let's draw something else here on this wall. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Perfect. Looks just like it. The erupting shit-cano. Instead of ejecting lava and tephra, the shit-cano ejects pure shit. Titties bouncing up and down and flopping all around. I fucked up the nipple placement on a few of them though, so it looks like one titty's drooping and the other one's perpetually erect. Fucking shit. Shit designed specifically for sex. The perfect get-rich-quick scheme. Flawless. Look how happy he is. What a good purchase. Alright, that's enough cave painting for now. I don't want to paint too much, otherwise the walls might cave in on themselves. Too much artwork, the overload. Fuck a trail of breadcrumbs, I got a trail of artwork to lead me to safety. Hansel and Gretel can look at my asshole and take notes on my asshole. I'm way ahead of this tutorial, shit. I've fucking drawn an entire art gallery with this spray paint already. You think this door is locked magnetically? Magnets never had to deal with spray paint of this caliber? There you go. What's up here? Some papers, high technology. Oh shit. That creature looked like it was desperately trying to give me a tissue. I see you, mouse. You're mine. Luckily my spray paint is laced with liquid mouse destruction. Come here. You can't escape. Oh shit!
A fucking army of mice. I will not fall victim to this cabal. I shall thwart your agenda. I will make this insurgent group eat what I shit. Day 34 of fighting the Mouse Rebellion. I give up. Fuck it. There's power in numbers. Their resistance movement certainly has numbers to shitty with. Bats. Luckily my spray paint is laced with bat fuck-up juice. Can't get a good angle. There we go. It's fucking up the bats. Reload. Reload. Look at that box. Acting like it owns the place. Master key required. I got your master key right here. Aerosol master key. The paper is mine. Long hallway. Can I go through this door? I can go through this door. Who said I couldn't go through that door? Nobody said I couldn't go through that door, which means everybody was right. I went through that fucking door. Offline. Offline. Useless. Another long hallway. Oh shit. I have pepper spray. Stay back. He was not fazed by the pepper spray. On most organisms, pepper spray is pretty effective, but apparently Jabba the fuck is immune to it. Do you think I need to wash my hands sink? Oh, fuck, what is this? G1 keycard. Alright, let's go. Oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. He's giving me a secret handshake. Is this a cloning chamber? Damn it, bogey, insight. Operation Square Dance is in effect. I'm gonna scoot by him. Fuck. He's like a brick wall of asshole. Follow me. You son of a bitch, I know what to do now. I think I've figured it out. Come over here. I'm gonna coat the air with the pleasant aroma of anus fart to help get him over here. Oh, there we go. None can resist the Methodus of an anus. Shit, wrong way. That's the way I got in here. There we go. Behind enemy lines. Generators, warehouse, we're going warehouse. What is this? There's blue canisters everywhere. What if they're filled with a substance that makes you itchy? That would be awful. G2 keycard. Alright. Let's go. Fuck. It's blocking the exit. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna put something over here. Oh shit, he's getting closer. There it is. I pulled the rug out from under him. He's probably still wondering what the fuck kind of hieroglyphic I painted on that damn pipe. I don't even know where I'm going. He probably is closer to where I'm supposed to be than I am. This door better fucking open. It opened! Is this where I'm supposed to be? There's something glowing. I did something! I just went grocery shopping at the Accomplish Something supermarket. What the fuck? Where was he? I didn't even see him. He was nowhere near me. That is a herd of bulls born from shit. Absolutely preposterous. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
What's the big difference between AI and my height? AI is still growing. And most people recognize that a lot of jobs that exist today won't exist in the next handful of years because AI will replace them, and companies are being pretty forward about that. There's plenty of signs about, the corporate direction here and the role AI is going to play and the effect it's going to have on the workforce. But what a lot of people still don't fully understand is even if somehow your job survives the initial purge, your life is still directly being affected by AI's existence in a negative way, such as electronics prices getting higher and higher. Most recently, the RAM crisis that hasn't even fully set in yet, by the way, and already seeing an explosion in price there. But even outside of that, as data centers become more and more common, as more and more get installed, the price of just living in the area is going to go up. And we're already seeing that in communities that have data centers going up, where water, electricity, all of that, their price has started to increase exponentially because of data centers. So even just being in proximity to AI as it becomes even bigger is a net negative on your life in terms of being able to live it or own things or pay for things that you previously had no problems paying for. But also, outside of that, not even your gooning is safe. AI filters have gotten so good that now anybody can pretend to be a hot babe, holy honkers, big-titted online influencer that's influencing the nut right out of your sack. And you're none the wiser to it actually not being a human being there. It's all AI. Or in some cases, a dude with the AI filters on as well as a voice changer. That's another thing that's become very common so far since this has gotten so sophisticated. But oftentimes on Instagram in particular, it's just fully AI, no actual human being there. And they're making tons and tons of money, tens of thousands of dollars per month based on some of the reports I've seen from these individuals, as well as some of these are even like small businesses that are just pumping out AI women on Instagram to make money. I saw the real-time AI filter on Twitter. That shit's crazy. Which one? There's a bunch of them right now. I imagine it was probably this one. This one I think is the big one. You're gonna be squeezing your hog to this pretty soon, and you'll never even know. Meanwhile, our boy here's gonna be raking in all the doubloons. But this is big now. I've seen quite a few of these. Still very easy to tell, though. Not really. Not at all, actually. Imagine just in a small face cam on stream, you would have no idea this would be an AI avatar. He will absolutely just be using an AI voice filter. You'd have no clue. You'd have to really, really, really be getting into the weeds of it to try and spot anything. It's very, very tough. My 50-year-old coworker subbed to like 6 OnlyFans girls. This will destroy him. I'm pretty sure it's bannable on OnlyFans to do AI creators there, but if you just shit out like 100 of them, it doesn't matter how many get banned as long as you can just have a few of them last long enough to get the money out of it. It's really big on Instagram right now. AI Instagram influencers are making tons of money. Like here's one of them that has 550k, Emily Pellegrini. But this one is at least disclosing that it's an AI influencer. Some of the other really successful ones don't do that. I don't know, Emily Pellegrini AI lady. But there are so many. Kind of obvious that it's AI, right? To some people. And in some ways, but not all the time. This one will absolutely be hard for people to find out. And in some of the other videos I saw of this, the hair moves like 1-to-1. It's like really very difficult. Especially when you consider that the way this will be used is just on like normal streams or like TikTok lives where it's going to be much tougher. Dolan made a video on an AI music artist that signed a $3 million deal. I know, I covered that same story. And it's not a music artist, by the way. That implies that there's like an actual art to it. It's just AI drivel. Signed a $3 million record deal. I went to a marketing conference and AI influencers are going to kill influencer jobs. All the big brands will just make a character do whatever they want. It won't happen overnight, but that is something I've talked about as well. Why would a brand even work with a human being for like a brand deal? It's expensive and you can't control everything they say or how they talk about it. A brand will most likely just invest like very tiny amount of resources, like a matter of $100 or $200 to just do an AI avatar to promote their product. Absolutely. That is definitely coming soon. Yeah, they're already doing that. It's fucked. Who's doing that right now? Give me a brand. I want to check it out. I didn't know it had already started. The only ones I know are the TikTok AI influencer farms that I was just briefly mentioning, where they just have AI like this endlessly on loop shilling products. Oh, that's what you're talking about, the AI live sellers. Yeah. I know about that. I thought you were talking... I'm talking about, like, big brands are going to do it, too. Like, I think Coke will probably be one of the first ones to do that. Coke loves their AI-generated ads. I'm sure they'll just start partnering with... I'm sure they will stop partnering with any real people for their advertising. They'll just do AI for it. Here's an article, though, on the AI live sellers. I don't know if it has the collage that I've been trying to find. Wow, what is this fucking URL link? Holy shit. AI virtual sales avatars are transforming live stream e-commerce by outperforming humans with 24/7 real-time demonstrations and higher conversion rates. AI-powered tools grow more sophisticated. Concerns about job security among workers have been rising. However, certain professions still appear to be safe, like sales, where the human touch, charisma, and conversational skills remain essential. Sales domain, nonetheless, might be experiencing a transformative phase. In China, AI-powered avatars are increasingly being leveraged for product sales over live streams, as reported by Wired. Notably, these virtual entities are beginning to surpass their human counterparts in performance. Case in point is Japanese electronics firm Brother, which has adopted virtual salespeople in China, where live streams serve as a popular and effective vehicle for product sales. Within just 2 hours of deployment, Brother's AI avatar secured 2,500 in printer sales, representing a 30% enhancement over traditional live stream sales. These avatars are crafted by Shanghai's marketing agency Pilter Firm and have been unleashed across significant e-commerce platforms like Taobao and Pinduoduo, where they promote an array of products from office devices to typical consumer goods. This is a bit of an older article, I imagine. Yeah, 2025 August. As of like 2 months ago, I've seen the AI sellers are now just big on TikTok. This is what all our RAM is being used for. Pointless shit. Pointless shit? What do you mean? They're selling fucking fake products to fake people using fake people to make fucking imaginary money. This is a requirement for a civilized and, functioning society. The AI influencers will also try to sell you courses to become an AI influencer too. That one is adorable. It's not the AI influencers. What you'll see oftentimes is people like trying to hawk a course on how you can make your own AI e-commerce shilling avatar, as if it's something hard to do. As if it's not something anybody on the fucking planet with access to the internet can do right now. Shameless. It's so shameless. What percentage of people do you think care about stuff like this? I would hope it's high, but it's probably not. I know people like to pretend that, it's not a lot of people that care about this. It's just people online, terminally online. That's just not true. Your average everyday layman is not thrilled about this shit either, because it is literally directly affecting people's lives right now. My mom and dad are like the least online people imaginable. My mom, I went to dinner with them tonight. My mom was even talking about how, like, she just recently learned how to scan things to get rid of her fax machine. These are not online people, but one thing that we always bring up when we talk is about how fucking terrified they are of AI and how much they hate AI. Like, it is a very normal perspective that actual people have about AI being really not good right now. So I think that is a sentiment shared by a lot of people, not just those online. Once the data centers go online and the electric bills go up, shit will get crazy. Oh, and you're already seeing that. We watched, not too long ago, a short news segment on a town that just got a data center installed, and they just completely lost access to water from time to time because of it. Which, of course, they're pissed about. It's nobody, no real human being wants this. And the ones that think they do, they're going to soon learn they don't, when the data centers get installed and everything gets more expensive around them. Oh, here's a nice little segment on it. But this one's only focusing on the China AI live selling. I'd love to find the one for TikTok.
Taking over pop culture in videos like this.
It's basically just like this, though, to be fair.
These are AI clones of human live streamers, built to host shows by themselves. Is this what the future of online shopping looks like?
It is. It 100% is, but not just online shopping. Shopping anywhere, anything. The future of literally fucking everything, unfortunately. We'll see how bad ChatGPT usage drops off since they're introducing ads in the US. Wait, what? A piece of AI news I haven't heard? Wait, is that real? Are they actually doing that? Here's something from OpenAI. Our approach to advertising and expanding access to ChatGPT. No way. No way. Let me read. Okay, what the fuck? Why is it? Did they just take the article down? Oh, there we go. AI is reaching a point where everyone can have a personal super assistant that helps them learn and do almost anything. Who gets access to that level of intelligence will shape whether AI expands opportunity or reinforces the same divides. Hey, also, by the way, brother, this has existed for a while. It's called Google. Just going on your cell phone and researching things yourself. Like, you can do that right now and have been able to for a couple decades. But the difference is now you'll never even bother diving into things, so oftentimes you'll just get fed wrong shit and learn how to do nothing. It's very cool, actually. We've been working to make powerful AI accessible to everyone through our free product and low-cost subscription tier, ChatGPT Go, which is launched in 171 countries since August. Today we're bringing Go to the US and everywhere ChatGPT is available, giving people expanded access to messaging, image creation, file uploads, and memory for $8 a month. In the coming weeks, we're also planning to start testing ads in the US. Yeah! For the free and Go tiers, so more people can benefit from our tools with fewer usage limits or without having to pay. Plus, Pro, Business, and Enterprise subscriptions will not include ads. Wow, that's so sweet. That's so nice. I'm sure eventually these will start to get some ads, though. They won't just be free users that get to have all the fun. I mean, there's so many people now that will just switch to Gemini or DeepSeek. Until they do the same thing, man. All of these fucking companies are so parasitic. Once ChatGPT proves that people will just sit there and mindlessly watch ads like the good little drones they are, everyone else is going to follow suit. You see Jeff Bezos about renting computers. I forgot to look into that. Did he actually say that he wants people to be renting computers? Which, by the way, is nothing new. We're kind of going in that direction where you won't even own your fucking computer anymore. It'll all just be cloud computation and shit, and you're renting your devices. Let me see. I see a bunch of articles on it. That's not going to laugh. Jeff Bezos believes AI will force you to rent your PC from the cloud, and the RAM crisis is accelerating it. Yippee! Renting computers! You can't even own them now! NZXT already offers computers for rent. Oh, I know, that's why I said this is nothing new. Pitching local PCs for subscription-based cloud computing. In an interview with the New York Times, Bezos talks about how AI is the main focus at Amazon. Shocked! I'm shocked! That's hardly a surprise, seeing as every company is doubling down on incorporating artificial intelligence into their products, apps, services, and more these days. But the real kicker comes in when Bezos mentioned a brewery he visited, and this company had to build its own power station to improve the efficiency of their brewery with electricity. Since there was no power grid, they had to build their own form of electricity. At the time, that's what everyone did. If a hotel wanted electricity, they had their own electric generator. I looked at this and I thought, this is what computation is like today. Everyone has their own data center. Interestingly, he continued to say, that's not going to last. It makes no sense. You're going to buy compute off the grid. That's AWS. That comment was said in 2024, and today it rings more true than ever. Oh, so this isn't even new. Renting everything is on the table. Man, you could fucking rent burritos with Klarna. You remember that? Fucking just put that shit on Klarna. Pay it back later. The fuck they gonna do if I don't pay it? Reach into my stomach and take it? Yeah, I don't know, man. Who's to say? Well, I think we don't even need to worry about spending in the future. AI will just do everything for us.
They've got that covered.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Money won't even exist in the future. It'll all just be AI tokens to ChatGPT and Gemini. Hello.
You can find out what the talk key is by going to your keyboard.
I'm not doing that. Hello. I'd rather just fish around for it, like I'm looking for a urinal in the dark. The last shooter I played on console was Doom 2016. and I hated playing the shooter on console. I used to when I was young, but then I switched to PC and there's no way of switching back now. I look like someone's grandfather trying to play a shooter with a controller in my hand. Controller for anal fissures. There's no winners in anal fissures, I'll tell you that right now. I saw. Damn it! Oh! I almost got my first controller kill. I don't know, I might only do one more round with the controller. This is just kind of embarrassing me. This just makes me feel bad. I'll switch off controller after this round. I just want to get one kill with it. That's all I want.
Hallway.
Just a single kill would be a triumph.
Main door.
Oh! Yes! That's a triumph, baby! Alright, I can unplug it now. That was huge! Oh, fuck! What was that?
Someone's upstairs.
No!
Yeah, it's cash.
Where the fuck?
On me, right in the corner.
That's the second bomb site. Fuck, I need to remember these maps. I'll break all of them. I want them to feel the fear. I bet one's gonna come behind. I would. I'm a genius. Whatever I would do, I know what they would do. Because I'm the ultimate gamer. I can read them like a book. And it's a shitty book. Don't worry, boys. I saved us. God, my reflexes are nuts! Can the replay even keep up with this reaction time?
Believed in you.
So how does this work? Oh, okay. Gotcha! Pussy! Check out this toss. Damn. Check out this toss. Damn. What? How the fuck did that hit him?
Skylight.
Skylight? Yeah, okay.
Outplayed.
Good one.
Why do they keep going there?
Oh my god.
Do they not know that my reflexes are fucking nuts? God damn, these idiots, these fucking children. Do it again. One more time, I want one more. Feed me one more time. That's what I thought. Their parents just warned them. If you don't stop feeding Charlie, there'll be no food for a week. Actually, I want to try it. I keep wanting to get good at Blackbeard just because I really like his ability. But I just cannot do well with him under any circumstance. I always end up sucking the fattest butthole. Watch this prediction. I'll give him another like 2 seconds and then Amaru's probably going to bust through that window. Well, there that goes. Gonna hang upside down right there and pop him right in the nose. Check this prediction. Yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
I've read him like a book. Are they shooting me?
Crazy, dog.
I will not be proven wrong twice in one game. Do it, pussy. I know you're gonna do it. Come on. Come on, nerd. You're thinking about it. I will die standing right here looking right at that spot if I have to prove a point. It's coming. I know these ranked virgins. Come on. I'm gonna feel like a fucking prophet when he does this, though.
Again.
No! Damn it. He interrupted me because he knew I was on to him. Ooh. Thanks for the raid, Jameski. Unfortunate timing, but so be it. I'm not afraid to be caught with my pants down. 6.5 inches is a man dick.
That map.
Ah, that's right, Jameski. The Rainbow Six Siege champ. What just happened? That's how they treat the champion, eh? You just DDoS me or something, Jameski? What the fuck is this?
Has he even checked what his button is?
No.
No.
No. I have not.
He refuses.
It's a pride thing. Thanks for the tier 1 Rambuski.
No, it has to be as normal with Discord push to talk key. Because remember when we played that one time and he was double talking?
You were right. You're a genius.
Holy shit. I am so fucking smart, dude.
Nice, yeah, nah. Alright. The comms are gonna stay cold though. I'm not talking to you losers. Fuck you. I'm coming. Oh! The firing squad. They'll never expect the old running away tactic. Oh, I'm a genius! An absolute uncircumcised animal. Do I agree with Scorsese's criticism of Marvel movies? No, he's just some old asshole. I like his movies, but that's like the epitome of a boomer attitude. I don't like it, so it's not even movies. Like, what a douchey thing to say. He's basically every 12-year-old on Twitter. Call of Duty's not real games.
Over here.
World of Warcraft's not real gaming.
Oh, brother.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Pick me up, pick me up.
There. That was sad. I don't drone, I use my instincts. Fuck. I'm not some turbo virgin who drones in Siege. That's unlucky. A drone would have certainly been helpful. Best weed maker? I don't know. I don't know any weed makers. Who are the big weed makers? Who's like the Microsoft of weed? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson probably can't even smoke weed. I'll actually play tactically this time around instead of just charging.
Enemy drone dropping for...
That's unlucky.
Bomb has been located.
Oh wait, that's a bad guy. Fucking idiot. Forgot what team I was on for a second. There we go.
Nice shot.
Now I'm popping off. See, this is easy. Lambs to the slaughter.
He's on B in the back corner.
Oh, I'm a fucking greasy animal. Oh, call me a cam girl because I'm feeling myself live right now. Holy lord. What's up, nerds? Oh. They'll never expect that. Fucking idiots. I love aliens, I love UFOs, you know I keep my finger on the pulse of anything related to extraterrestrial activity. I've even set up my own homemade tuning fork so that way I'll know if there's any big three-titted alien babes that are cruising through. The thing is, I wasn't even going to bother talking about this latest batch of UFO files because they are just completely worthless. There was tremendous amounts of hubbub about declassifying these files. This is the truth. We're going to drag you kicking and screaming. You're not ready, but we're going to make sure you're ready. Swallow your vegetables anyway. Here it is. Cosmic beings, UFOs. And then what they actually declassified was just that. Nothing. Nothing is what they declassified. There is genuinely nothing interesting in there, yet they continued to like hype and glaze it up. It's just trash. There's nothing even worth talking about. Like, yeah, there's the star-shaped entity thing, but that's really it. Everything else is stuff we've already seen a bit about, and others are just completely embarrassing. Why was it uninteresting? There was just nothing substantial is the problem. Just more bleh. I don't know, man, that artist rendition was pretty convincing. Ooh. Actual site photo with FBI lab-rendered graphic overlay depicting corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky. It's pretty thought-provoking. Also, if this is what FBI lab-rendered graphics look like in 2026, that's pretty insane. You gotta give them time to catch up, man. Technology's advancing quick. They're still on that GeoCities vibe. It takes time. That shit needs DLSS 5. It's from a game in the 90s. Is it? They just grabbed an image from a game? An old 90s game? So yeah, the alien files weren't anything super cool. Still nothing. It's still no pickles. Oh, I didn't even read the statements they said about it. This is unprecedented transparency in what the US government knows about UFOs, Hegseth said, adding, these files hidden behind classifications have long fueled justified speculation, and it's time the American people see it for themselves. We can't handle this kind of truth, man. You gotta keep this under wraps. This is gonna cause a nationwide panic. He's right. Dag nabbit, he's right. From a game that was on 7 floppy disks split across them due to file size. This was probably very innovative for its time, if that's the case. Don't copy that floppy. Any day now, though, we'll get some really irrefutable, hard proof of extraterrestrial visitation. I'm telling you. See, look, they're even teasing it. There's more to come. Government saying new materials will be released on a rolling basis every few weeks as records are found, reviewed, and declassified. I am salivating. I can't wait to see the next batch. No, like I said, my dad thought that this was nothing. He texted me last night saying that it was a big nothing burger. Yeah, that was unprompted too. Usually he doesn't get the latest UFO drops, but last night I guess he was just seeing it somewhere and he texted me, said, "The released UFO vids are a real nothing burger, exclamation, exclamation. What a joke, exclamation, exclamation." So he was pretty upset. He sounds so invested. Well, I mean, he is to a certain degree. He doesn't keep up with, like, the latest baloney dumps, like the fucking spheres, the goddamn flying colanders, and, like, little soccer balls in the sky that people go crazy over. He doesn't care about that shit. But when it comes to, like, file releases and stuff, he at least tries to stay on top of it and take a look, but so far he has not seen anything convincing. So he's not active in the UFO subreddit. He is not. He certainly doesn't like that very much. They're hiding the real UFO pictures like Bubble Bass hiding the pickles under his tongue. Brother, I've got bad news. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. There is none. Like, I'm sure they have some, like, wacky files and stuff, because they had so many old school weirdo projects, like the MK Ultra stuff. They also had all of these, like, astral projecting projects that they were doing, the CIA was conducting with, like, the psychics and stuff, which is why, like, a year ago you saw those articles about the declassified CIA documents confirming that there was giants on Mars. But if you actually look at it, what they were doing is they had these drug-induced maniacs go in, fucking blindfold them, and try and, like, guess cue cards that they were holding, and then they'd tell them stories about how they astral projected onto Mars and had conversations with giants. Like, you're not going to find anything, like, actually convincing when it gets declassified, because they did some fucking nut job shit in the CIA back in, like, the 60s and 70s. They were actually trying to do, like, Marvel X-Men stuff. And then they wrote about it as if it was, like, successful. So, like, ESP, mind readers, astral projectors, time travelers, they had all of these kind of wacky programs. They also killed a lot of people. Well, I mean, in the pursuit of mutants and superhumans, that's to be expected. The gay bomb, too. Oh, the gay bomb is a classic. The gay bomb actually is a classic. The thought being drop a bomb that would cause all the dudes to just start fucking each other and not fight anymore. The enemy is gay now. But they still shot at us. I do love that thinking, though, like that's gonna somehow be a really effective weapon. Like, let's just assume it works. Let's assume they did create the gay bomb. They deploy it. Now all the soldiers have sex. They all blow their load. Then they go right back to what they were doing before. So you bought yourself, like, a couple of minutes where they're fucking, and then what? It was a truly baffling proposal. Might backfire on your own army. Oh, can you imagine transporting the gay bomb, but it springs a leak? Then the plane crashes because everyone's fucking themselves ferociously. No! We made the whole plane gay! No, it's gay! Shit! The one thing we couldn't plan for! No! Yeah, it was interesting stuff, man, I'm telling you. Those declassified files and the ones that we keep getting have some really wacky projects the government looked into at the very least. Some actively pursued. Oh, point I was making, to tie it back to the alien stuff, I do not think they have anything like groundbreaking in regards to aliens. Like, I don't think there's alien bodies, alien weaponry, alien craft that they've ever recovered or anything like that. Surely they have, like, unexplainable aerial phenomena, like stuff that they've already declassified, like the tic-tac, that kind of stuff, which is interesting, but I don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think they have anything, like, that's going to make you go, oh my god, aliens are real and they were here. Because I don't think aliens have ever been here. Because if they have, we would have never known about them. They're not going to get all the way here and fucking crash. That's not going to happen. The technology that they would need to get here, it would be unthinkable that it would somehow malfunction here. You can't even begin to understand and comprehend the technology that would be necessary for a different species to make it here. It defies our understanding of everything. But you can't debunk that tic-tac, can you? I can't. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think it was aliens in their cruiser. Just because I can't explain it doesn't mean that that's the default correct answer. You can't tell me whether or not there's poop in my pants right now. There's no way. You can make a guess, but you don't know. We recently experienced a government shutdown, and now, with the 1-2 punch here, the two-piece combo, we are experiencing something even more devastating. The r/art shutdown. Lord help us all. The mods decided to sail off into the sunset, and it looks like that subreddit is now just in shambles. With no tyrants to moderate it anymore, there is nothing left. And they couldn't even just leave without making it cringe. They made a post about it. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. But in a nutshell, if you haven't followed the story at all, there was a mod on r/art who took down a post from an artist named Hayden Clay because he had mentioned the word print when replying to a compliment in the thread, which is against rule number 9 on the 10 commandments of r/art, where you can't promo anything. So they took down his post, and he reached out to them in DM saying, hey, you really gonna take my post down because I gave a little more information? And he said, you broke the rules. I can also delete your entire history if you'd like as well, which was very hostile, a very power-trippy response, to which Hayden Clay responded, basically saying, like, this is a little weird. And they said, okay, take this then, Buster. Here's your just desserts, and deleted his entire post history, which included all of his art, some of which was some of the most popular on the entire subreddit, which is a pretty big blow. Hayden then responded to that again, just saying, like, this is ridiculous, seems like you have a vendetta, and he said, I don't know who the fuck you are. Some main character energy, just really eye-rolling, nauseating shit. To which Hayden once again responded about, like, how ridiculous it was, and then they said, you're reported for harassment, have a good day, which ended up immediately banning Hayden from Reddit for 3 days, because apparently Reddit mods have that kind of power, where even the admins will just bend the knee to them. It was a huge deal, big hoopla. I made a video about it yesterday, and everyone was upset at these mods because this is just completely unfair and it's ridiculous. It's unhinged to be behaving that way. And now, in response to everyone calling it out, this is what they did. I know, apparently the r/art mods are throwing in the towel. They made this dramatic post. We out. You win. We all resign. This is them signing off, I suppose, after so many people called out what they did as being just fucking ridiculous. They can't even just leave without making it cringy. It's impressive. They still had to do some kind of little song and dance on their way out. I know, they think this shit went so hard. It's so tough. Just fucking dorks. Just complete dorks. Power-tripping dweebs. So everyone was making fun of them, shooting spitballs, myself included. How can you not make fun of a vermin this embarrassing? And then, this afternoon, they made this post. So I guess they're resigning, which is cute, because it's not like a real position. It's not like a, give me your badge and your gun. This is literally just logging out. That's it. This is one of the bigger subs, too. They'll be replaced quickly. They're probably just going to make alt accounts. They're not going to be replaced. One thing that I have learned about Reddit is that there is this upper echelon of, like, closed door handshake mods that all moderate like 90% of this fucking platform. And this is such a big subreddit, there's no doubt in my mind they're just gonna have them make another account to be a mod or some shit, pretending. There's no way. They're not going anywhere. That ego response by the mod. I mean, it's crazy ego just from being a fucking unpaid moderator of a subreddit. Also very possible they paid for the position to begin with. I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. If you pay to be a mod on Reddit, that should be a jailable offense. It would be so interesting if someone infiltrated the inner circle of Reddit mods. I think it'd be interesting, yeah. I think that actually would be a fascinating story. Because maybe some of them do get paid for it. It's possible. I doubt it, but it is possible. It's just so lame. They couldn't even just recognize that the problem was their behavior. There's just no level of, like, self-awareness, it seems. Like, if you're gonna resign, which again is just such a loser way of putting it, you are a fucking unpaid janitor on a Reddit subreddit. Like, come on. It's not that big of a position here where, you know, there's gonna be some kind of, like, ceremonious ordeal around it. But if you were going to, like, relinquish that position, maybe having some reflection like, here's why. I understand where you guys were coming from. I apologize for being such an insufferable douchebag asshole to this artist. You know, maybe something like that would have been in good taste. But instead, they just hit you with the, we out, you win, we all resign. It's just, it's just so skin-crawlingly annoying. But I guess this is a very strong brotherhood because it was one moderator who went rogue. Well, potentially two because of the story I covered 3 years ago where a guy fucking melted down because he thought one of the artists submitted AI art when he was proven wrong. He said, well, your art isn't what I like anyway and AI can do it better. Get out of here, Buster, plus you're muted. That could have been two different people, but at most, that's two people on this mod team. That's not the entire mod team. But because of these two, the entire team decided to disband together in solidarity. So it seems like they kind of rally behind that behavior. At least that's the perspective I get. The impression this leaves me with is that these mods felt like they did absolutely nothing wrong and people were just being ridiculous with pitchforks calling for their scalp. So instead, they're just going to be the bigger people and just leave. That's it. But they don't think they did anything that warrants any kind of, you know, outrage. That's the impression I get. I think it's so weird how the entire mod team now leaves because of the behavior of one, potentially two of them. That to me shows that they kind of huff their own farts and enable themselves. Like they wind each other up and think that they're constantly correct. It's just, I don't know, very pathetic, really, all around. But maybe it's not the entire mod team. That's just how it reads. It said, we all resign, and the subreddit is now in like a limbo, so it seems like it's the entire mod team on r/art, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a couple of them. Who knows? What I do know, though, is that I want to leave you with like a little positive nugget here that I was going over on stream last night. I don't know how many of you saw this, but there's actually a really hype collab between Assassin's Creed Shadows and Attack on Titan. Holy fuck, it's a disaster. You have to see this shit. I don't think it's worth making a whole video on, but you at least need to check out a snippet of this. Speaking of art, did anyone see the Assassin's Creed Attack on Titan collab? It's incredible. This might just get me back into Assassin's Creed. It is actual peak. Look at this shit. This might just have me fire up Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ascend!
No, it can't be! No! Get out of there!
Go!
Come on!
Come and get it!
Why does he look like Skibbity Toilet? I don't know, that's Ubisoft polish for you right there, baby. Oh, also, if you were thinking that you were going to be able to fight this as some kind of boss fight or something, think again. This is the extent of the encounter. You just run away and then he gets trapped.
Someone back home once said,
I remember growing up, there was a cliche in movies and shows where if a character would die, like clockwork, they would always say, but don't worry, they're not really gone. They still live on in your heart forever. And it's about how the character's memory and their legacy is able to transcend death. And they're alive to a certain extent because you remember them. It's metaphorical. But in reality, in the modern day and age, this idea can actually be literal. Thanks to technology! Did that scare you? Did that jump scare you? Does technology frighten you? Well, this one might. Thanks to our advances in one field in particular, AI, there are some fucking worms, some parasitic zombies out there that when someone passes away, they then get dollar signs in their eyes like Mr. Krabs because they can still get some usefulness out of them. They can parade that corpse around thanks to AI, where they can kind of like revive it with some of this like fucking forbidden necromancy so they can continue to squeeze doubloons out of their image. It's like Kabuto from Naruto, where he like revives ancient ninjas to use for his own gain. Except in this way, there is no semblance of humanity left in the corpses. It is literally just these husks, these like fucking skinwalkers that just only care about money, that will use AI to bring someone back so they can continue to make money off of them even after they've died. And unfortunately, there is no one that has been exploited more, both while they were alive in their elder years and now, especially since they've passed away, than Stan Lee. And unfortunately, Stan Lee has been like this golden goose that they continue to parade around. He passed away many years ago, and since then he has been fucking minted on the blockchain as an NFT. His Twitter account was still actively being used to peddle some dog shit. He's been used in multiple like crypto projects. It goes on and on, out the wazoo. And now Los Angeles Comic-Con has announced that there is going to be an AI Stan Lee attending, where guests can pay money to get a picture with AI Stan Lee, as well as have a conversation with him. So fork over some clams and you get to interact with AI Stan Lee. Excelsior! It's exactly what he would want, I'm sure. The people that own his image now get to just continue to put him on the puppet strings and have him dance for them, where they can put whatever words in his mouth that they want. And of course he has no say-so in it because he is no longer here. He shed the mortal coil quite a long time ago, and yet since then, somehow, there are still people that are using him to make money for themselves. It's just greed. I think it is so sick and twisted. And the company that owns his likeness is trying to prop this up as like a positive thing. So the studio that owns the rights to his likeness is Cartoon Studios, and the company that developed the hologram is called Proto Hologram, and they have big plans for rapid commercial expansion of its Stan Lee IP. This was a human being, by the way, that they're now talking about like it's the fucking E3 showcase and how they're going to be like unveiling a new console here. We got big plans for Stan Lee now that he's dead, and we can do whatever we want with his likeness. Yeah, get excited. It's big moves coming from our Stan Lee IP. How is that anything but ghoulish? Oh my god. Such as collectible cards and a refresh of his wax statue. Collectible cards. They're making a Stan Lee trading card game. Oh my fucking goodness. And of course, the hologram AI is part of the same push. So comic book fans can enter a special 1,500 square foot booth to interact with AI Stan Lee, who appears in the rectangular box. The AI avatar may even make a surprise appearance in other parts of the convention, such as a panel. So even when he's dead, he's still being put to work. What great news, Cartoon Studios. Wow, what saints over there. And if being trapped as an AI construct after your death for an eager audience feels a bit like something that would happen in a Marvel comic book, the folks behind the Lee Avatar have already worked out a defense of the project. We'll never put words in his mouth that aren't in line with things he spoke about in his lifetime. This is according to Bob Saboni, who is the head of the Stan Lee division at Cartoon Studios. They have their own division at Cartoon Studios dedicated to figuring out ways to still use Stan Lee's image to make money off of him. Of course, with no say-so from Stan Lee, he is dead. So by the very definition, you are putting words in his mouth because he is not saying those words. He never said those words. He is not with us any longer. This is the worst goddamn defense of it you could possibly muster. No matter how you spin it, these are not his words. You can try and base it off things he said in the past, whatever, doesn't change the fact that they are still not his words and his thoughts. It's fucking crazy. They are all designed to just make money off of him. Fortunately, with decades of footage capturing his thoughts on so many subjects, we can build a voice that stays true. Not always word for word, but always faithful in spirit, context, and intent. Bull fucking loney. That is Barnack Hall. That is horseradish. The intent is just for you to make money off of Stan Lee. It's so sick, man. Holy shit. Now, there is some cases where AI, after an actor passes away, like, I can actually understand. James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones is the iconic voice of Darth Vader, and before he passed, he wanted, like, it was his desire to have his voice immortalized forever as Darth Vader. So, as I understand it, he did sign, like, the rights to his voice in AI form for Darth Vader. That is what he wanted because he always wanted to be remembered as Darth Vader. I think that's somewhat wholesome. That one I can understand. This is so far removed from that, you can't even make a good faith argument to compare the two. I tried to dig in to see if Stan Lee had ever, like, agreed to be, like, digitized post-mortem, like weakened at Bernie's through CGI or anything, because he passed away in 2018, which predates like the AI resurrection jutsu that we now have access to. So there's no way he could have ever agreed to that in the same way that James Earl Jones did or anything. So I was trying to see if there was anything that even like resembled an agreement like that. And the only thing I can find is that the people that manage Stan Lee's likeness, like his managers of the Stan Lee IP, agreed to using his likeness in media for the next like 20 years or something. So like signing over the rights to Stan Lee's likeness. But I don't know if Stan Lee was a part of that conversation. And even if he was, you have to wonder under what circumstances, because it's important to remember in the later years of Stan Lee's life, there were tons of allegations of elder abuse and manipulation with tons and tons of footage of alleged mistreatment from a lot of greedy assholes constantly looking to fucking pull money out from Stan Lee's ass every step of the way by any means necessary, come hell or high water. So I don't know for sure if he ever like explicitly agreed to it, and if he did he even know what he was agreeing to? Because again, a lot of things were kept hidden from him that Stan Lee had supposedly agreed to. Others had kind of misled him, allegedly. And now that he has passed, that is still seemingly the case here, where he is just not able to rest. They have a whole division dedicated to finding ways of exploiting Stan Lee's image, apparently, at Cartoon Studios. That's... what the fuck? Like, what? How, in any way, shape, or form, could anyone possibly view this in anything other than just greedy, dystopian garbage? Just let him rest, man. I think this shit super sucks. Someone can die, and a company can just come through, buy the rights to their likeness, and then just make an AI model that can spout whatever fucking garbage it wants it to. It's so fucking shameless to me. Also, looking into it a bit more, the rights to his likeness are actually a very contentious subject. It seems like it was a messy battle about Stan Lee's image after passing. So there's a lot of meat and potatoes there, but ultimately I guess it ended up in the hands of Cartoon Studios, who now has a whole section carved out to finding ways to milk Stan Lee's image even further, making a collectible trading card game, the AI attendance at Comic Cons. I imagine there will be another big Web3 crypto push for Stan Lee's image here, would be my guess, as part of their Stan Lee IP expansion protocol that they're excited about. I hate it. That's really about it. See ya.
Initiating moisture.
I think it's important to separate art from the artist, and in the case of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I had to make this necessary distinction between the two because I do not like Quentin Tarantino. Not that I don't like his work, I think he's just a fucking psychopath. And saying you don't like Quentin Tarantino on the internet is like committing suicide because he's so revered, which I find super odd, especially in the current climate of things with cancel culture. This dude has done everything shy of rape and murder one of the actresses on his sets. For instance, he strangles Diane Kruger in Inglourious Bastards to get a realistic-looking strangulation because he didn't trust the actor to be too gentle. He wanted to go hard to make it look right. He strangled Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. He spit on her. And also, he nearly killed her, just outright murdered her by making her drive a car with no airbags, no seatbelt, some decrepit headrest literally held together by duct tape and goodwill. Had her drive it down this fucking stunt course like Evel Knievel, and she got into a really bad accident that she still suffers from. The dude's a maniac. So I don't like Quentin Tarantino. His work, different story. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I had to set that aside and look at this objectively. And to be honest, the movie's still not even great. It's definitely one of his weaker movies. It's not an overall horrible or shitty movie by any means, but it's a movie that is entirely carried by its cast. It has a really stacked cast, and they're the only good thing in this movie. This movie is devoid of a plot. You will not find a narrative in this movie. It is not structured that way. You'll find a theme, which is about coping with changing times, you being less useful in society, you coming to terms with it. It's about the struggle of accepting that fate, and that's really just about it. Everything else is kind of just characters talking to each other. There's no overarching plot. There's nothing that drives the characters. There's really just not a whole lot here in terms of substance. That being said, there's a lot of cool shit in the movie too. I like the way a lot of the scenes are shot. I like the set design. It really does feel like you're watching an old movie. This doesn't feel like a modern movie in even the slightest bit. I really, really like when they got into like an actual old Western, because the movie takes place basically around this character whose bread and butter was old Westerns, and he got a new role and they're filming it, and you're getting to watch this old Western being filmed while you're watching the film from the outside. So you get to see them saying like cut and shit in the scene, and then it goes right back to the movie. So you're watching like a movie within a movie. It's very nicely done, and I enjoyed that. Brad Pitt, I think, was phenomenal in this movie. But overall, the entire first 2.5 hours of this movie, because it's nearly a 3-hour movie, is just uninteresting, boring. It's just not enjoyable. You'll have things that seem like they're going somewhere. For example, tension will start building up on a ranch. It's starting to build up, reaching the crescendo. You got your dick in your hand and you're ready to see anything at all happen in this movie, and then nothing happens. Walks away, end of plot line. You never see those characters again. Nothing ever comes of it until like the last 15 minutes. You have nothing. No plot lines get resolved. Really nothing happens. There's almost no conflict or tension past that point. There's just literal nothingness, a void of entertainment. It's supposed to be heavily reliant on comedy, but Brad Pitt is the only one who does comedy in this movie and does it well. He is the only character that executes it in a decent fashion. Sometimes Leonardo DiCaprio's character comes across comedic, but that's just because of how serious the character is, and I think they do a good job with that sometimes. But overall, the comedy doesn't land either, so it doesn't have that crutch to lean on either. The last 15 minutes, though, is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. That was the only good part of the movie, and it was a really fucking good part. All the comedy works in the last 15 minutes. All of the actual shit going on works. It's shot so well. It's grisly. It's really, really enjoyable. But was it worth the tiresome journey to get to that point? Absolutely not. And in addition to this, there's a character in this movie who has a lot of screen time. Margot Robbie's character, Sharon Tate. She has a lot of screen time in this movie, but she doesn't do anything in the movie. Literally, the entire character could have been non-existent and the movie would have done the exact same thing, gone the same places. She influences not a single thing in this entire movie. I don't understand what the purpose of her character being there was. I understand it's maybe working the angle for Charles Manson because Sharon Tate was an actual figure, but Charles Manson doesn't have a role in this movie at all. He's just kind of hinted at occasionally. There's just nothing. This is a movie of actual nothingness, just hanging out. They show you a lot of movies, though. There's a lot of movies within this movie that you get little glimpses of and you get to take peeks behind. I appreciate that, but if there's nothing to hold that together, no narrative to get us there, no reason to see these things, it's uninteresting. It's just downright unfun. And now I understand what Tarantino probably wanted to do was completely break apart what a movie is, because movies are structured. You have a story, narrative, character, tension, climax, resolution. Those are simple ingredients to this fucking stew that we call movies. And there's a reason those ingredients are there, because that leads to a satisfying experience. You can play with these ingredients in all types of different ways. And I think it's unlimited, the possibilities you can do with those things. But to just get rid of all of those things and make a movie where it's nothing but inside jokes, if you work in Hollywood, I guess, and sometimes, occasionally, something happening, it doesn't work. Because most people aren't in the movie-making business. They don't understand the inside jokes you're making. This seems like a movie that only Tarantino and the higher-up Hollywood elites, his buddy Weinstein, it seems like the only kind of people that would enjoy this are the people that get that understand, oh, haha, movie-making humor. It really just doesn't work. If this had a narrative to hold it together, or any semblance of anything happening or building up to something that actually happened, the movie would probably be pretty fucking good. Because, like I said, there's a lot of elements in this that do work well when they're showing you a movie within a movie. It's just so well acted, too. I can't stress that enough. I fucking love Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Rick Dalton, and I also love Brad Pitt's character. It's just, the problem is there's no reason or no drive for these characters to get to where they get to in the movie. You just sit there, watch them talk, which sometimes is okay and tolerable, but other times just borders on insufferable and can't wait to get the fuck out of there. It's not a very good movie. I wouldn't even call it a movie. It's like an anti-movie at this point. I really just don't even know what to classify this as. The last 15 minutes, I think at the end he decided, yeah, this is kind of sucks. I'm going to do a little something to make this interesting. And then he did, and he killed it. But up until then, just everything was useless, including entire characters that didn't do anything for this movie. I just really can't stress enough how disappointing and just how outright robbed I feel of 3 hours. If you're going to do this, like, pretentious take on movie making, at least have the decency not to make it 3 hours long. At least make it something short so I don't have to sit there fucking finger up my ass waiting for it to end or waiting for anything to happen, and you're not going to give me that. You're not going to give me anything. You're just going to dribble a little bit of breadcrumbs occasionally and then slap them off the table. Nothing comes of it. At least make it short so I don't have to sit there for that long waiting for nothing. Plugging this into the moist meter, I'm giving it an even 50%. Now, I know that's really low for Quentin Tarantino, and the rampant, ball-sniffing Quentin Tarantino fanatics are going to be up in arms. Oh, Charlie simply just didn't get the message. This simpleton couldn't derive the remarkable theme and message behind Quentin Tarantino's pristine work. Oh, a sterling job done yet again from Tarantino. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a classic. It's not. The theme isn't that deep. In fact, the theme is beaten into your skull pretty goddamn early on in the movie. It's not a deep movie. It doesn't want to be a deep movie. You can probably pick it apart and try and find some shit that I don't think the movie ever meant to represent, because, again, the movie is more of just a breakdown of what a movie is expected to be. I think it was meant to subvert expectations, to really change how you view a movie, kind of just be this anti-movie. And it just doesn't work at all. Maybe if the writing was better, I really don't know what would have changed it around, but it just doesn't work. It's an overall disappointing movie. I think there's a reason why movies try and tell you a story, try to make you laugh, try and really do anything at all besides just have you look at characters talk to each other, because it doesn't come across as fun. And also, it doesn't tease you with things that might happen, because that's just always a letdown. That's like me going up to you and saying, hey, here, look at this car. This car might be for you. It's your birthday, right? Maybe it is for you. It's not for you, and then you fucking drive away in it. That person's obviously disappointed. They're not, oh, that's great. He subverted my expectations. He got my hopes up, and then he got them down. Solid work. No one's going to celebrate like that, because you go to a movie to experience something, to feel something, to be entertained. This doesn't do any of those things until the end. The end is super entertaining and really fucking fulfilling, but up until then, there's just nothing. And that's my biggest complaint. Incredible work from the actors, though. The acting is fucking nuts. That's about it. See ya. Oh yeah, here, I wanted to do the coin stuff. I don't know if anyone here knows anything about coins, but if you do, please tell me if any of this is anything. My parents have this big box of coins that they've had for like 100 years, from like my great-grandparents all the way passed down, and I don't know if any of it's anything. Oh. So like, super old coins that my grandpappy glued onto like some felt here. A long time ago, like 5 years ago, I went over some of this on stream, and I don't remember if they were worth anything, but my parents really want to sell it, but don't know how. And I don't know shit about coins, so if anyone knows anything about like really old coins from the early 1900s, let me know. They also have more modern shit, but I don't think the modern shit's worth anything. Like, I don't think this is like sought after stuff. But they're cleaning out their things and want to sell it, but don't know where to look. Full sets could be. I don't think so. I like this. No, not this. Yeah, this. This I found online. This is the 1992 Olympic Prestige coin set. This is like $80. So I feel like at most it'd be somewhere in that ballpark for these things, but I genuinely don't know. So this is, if anyone knows anything about coins, let me know. So I can figure out how to sell it for them. 1992 isn't that old for coins. Oh no, that's not old at all. This is just one of the very few things I was able to find listings for. They have all kinds of wacky shit in here. Ugh. Like this. This is my great-grandfather's coin collection, so this is like actual early 1900s, some of them 1800s coins. I think these are mostly like silver dollars. I have no fucking clue where to even go to look for these kind of things. So it's a mix of like grandfather, great-grandfather. My dad never got into collecting coins, so he didn't ever add to it, but there's also like these like silver bars, which I don't know what these are. These I don't think are super old or anything. Send it to PSA. I don't know if they do coins. Yeah. I'll toss it to PSA. So collecting stuff is in his DNA. I guess. Yeah, my grandfather, I think the only thing he was really into collecting was coins. I'd keep the silver. Well, they don't want to keep it. They want to sell it. Find coin collectors. Well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I was just doing. If there's any coin collectors here, please reach out and fucking help me figure out what all this is. You don't have any local coin stores? I have no fucking clue. I didn't even know there was local coin stores. Is it not just pawn shops? Do they have entire dedicated coin stores? I know nothing about coin collecting. Actually nothing. Best I can offer is a bag of peanuts and a handshake. My man. Hold on to the coins, the value always goes up. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. Maybe, I couldn't tell you. All I can tell you is my parents just want to sell them. So they asked me to help. But I do not know anything about it. What's the percentage of silver they're made of? I don't know, man. I haven't gone in there with the tools to figure that out, and I haven't really thoroughly examined them past just like looking at the plaques, so that way I could find the equivalents online. So for some of those, I know like roughly what the value is. But like the ones in like the individual sleeves from like 100 years ago, I have no fucking clue. Freddy Faz coin. Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's helpful. What's the oldest coin? There was a couple from the 1800s that I saw in there. I don't know where they are now. There's just a ton of loose coins throughout this whole box. I have to find it again. But there was a couple from the 1800s. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Don't mind me. Just got back from a being clean and smelling good competition. I got first place. What's my secret? I go to usecheeky.com and use the soap. Check out that new Ghost in the Shell trailer. Manga finally getting adapted. Oh, the, Science Saru Ghost in the Shell? I think it's Science Saru.
では教えよう。こいつは電脳犯罪史上最もユニークと評されたハッカー。人形使いだ。
Yep, Science Saga. I was right.
公安休暇。首相直属で圧力の効かない組織です。
公安休暇の広角機動隊とかなの。
Man, so why can't Fist of the North Star get a modern run like this? Why does Fist of the North Star get the dog shit 3D treatment? It's so upsetting. This looks great though. Like, this is the style that you want for something like Ghost in the Shell. Nice. That's cool. I'm sure that'll be good. The old style is so charming. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, the game trailer for Rewind Dead has really cool gameplay mechanic. Instantly kind of feels like super hot. That's a cool idea. This seems fun. I wonder, can you, prepping for this, just start shooting yourself, like, before you get in there on the rewind? Just throw random shots in a direction and have your previous self kill the current one? Break the fucking space-time continuum? Yeah, that's cool. That is creative, I like that mechanic. Also, I'm assuming you heard the Lies of P news. Yeah, I was pretty upset. I saw the post. It's a damn shame. They were doing everything right, and then that. Ugh. What happened? They're looking for AI prompt engineers. So it looks like Lies of P devs are going pretty hard on the AI for their next game. Which is a damn shame, because Lies of P is one of my favorite Souls-likes. I think Lies of P is so good. Now they're going in the wrong direction. I've been obsessed with that all-in-one console idea. Look up Yoshi's Box. I think it might be possible. Oh yeah, I actually messaged Nick yesterday about it. He thinks it should be no problem. So he's pretty excited about the idea. So I got Nick prototyping it.
The time has finally arrived. You've never seen anything like it anywhere on Earth. What's under this cloth is the most powerful gaming system ever.
This is some classic YouTube shit.
It's 6 times as powerful as any Uggam we've ever attempted to build. Women and children scream in terror at its sheer, unadulterated magnitude. It plays computer games, PlayStation 2 games, Xbox games, GameCube games, Nintendo games, Atari games, the games people play.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Screensavers presents the pinnacle of video gaming systems.
That was a long list. Pop 1,000 different... Oh, wow.
Swing around a little bit here.
Yeah, you're going to swing yourself around and then, yeah.
We have the standard PC layout.
All right, you got PC in there. It's a pretty good gaming system?
Oh, yeah, it's a Athlon XP2100. We got PC 2700 RAM.
What kind of video card in there?
Right now we have an ATI All-in-Wonder because I was trying to run the Atari through that.
Oh, fucking what?
TV out card.
Yeah, but I ran into a little problem. It doesn't want to really run the TV through the card for some reason, or the Atari through the
So maybe we'll put
TV.
a better, like a GeForce 4 in there.
I'm going to put a GeForce 4 in there, and I'm going to do a little hack on the...
There's the GameCube.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
By the way, you got the Xbox logo on there. Microsoft's going to love that. All right.
I'm sure they will.
What else? Look at these fans. Look at those. They're all lit up. How are they doing that?
I got these from ThinkGeek. They're basically LED lights with fiber optic tubing going onto the fan, and it just...
Man, this doohickey is cool, bro. They really cooked with this.
And you got the Xbox in there. But then you said, what about retro? And we're not going to play MAME. We're going to play the real thing. We've got a Super NES. There's Mario right there, baby. So there's your cartridge, and you got an Atari 2600 VCS in there.
Yep.
Got
it all packed in here.
Where is the Atari?
I'm telling you, man. I think we've got a great idea on our hands. It's not something that could ever be like mass produced by any means, but if Nick can crack it and just do every fucking console ever in one giant doodad, oh, I'm gonna be a happy camper. What year is this thing made? Brother, they have an ATI Wonder for their graphics card. This is like 2005, 2006 maybe? Doesn't say. But I don't think it's 2009. I think it's before that, and they uploaded it to YouTube in 2009. I think if you go with backward compatible consoles, it should decrease the amount he has to work with. That might be the way. Do like the backwards compatible PS3 and Xbox Series X, or Xbox 360. The Xbox Series X I don't think has a ton of backwards compatibility, I don't know. But yeah, that might be the way. You see Wimboing, did you see Wimboing? Did you see Wimby elbowing Naz? Yeah. He got a whole suspension, didn't he? He got a flagrant 2 for it, but I'm pretty sure he also got a game suspension. That was a dumb decision, man. No, it was no suspension. I thought I read that he got a game suspension for it. You sure? Pretty sure I saw that this morning. Oh no. As of 2 hours ago, he avoids suspension. So I guess it was just a rumor that he was getting a suspension. It was kind of an accidental elbow hit. Don't think he did it deliberately. Brother, I'm a Wimby fan. That shit was malicious. What do you mean, bro? That wasn't an accident. And this is coming from a guy who really likes Wimby. Of the guns you shot, what type of gun are you the worst at shooting with? Ooh. That's a good question. It's gotta just be the big iron. I legit cannot shoot 6 shooters at all, man. At all. I actually can't aim them. I am terrible with them, but they're a lot of fun to shoot. So easily that. That flintlock was brutal. Brother, my aim was perfect with the flintlock. What are you talking about? Right down the pipe where I was looking every time. Ever shot a deagle? Yeah, we did that for the famous guns tier list we did like a year ago. Occasionally I get some really interesting emails, and a couple months ago I got a crazy one out of the blue. It was a couple reaching out from Australia with a once-in-a-lifetime collection, and I mean that legitimately. What they had is something that pretty much nobody has anymore. And they wanted to talk to me about helping them get it graded and sold because in Australia they were having a really hard time over the last couple of years. They had a nearly complete set of alpha cards from Magic the Gathering. Even if you know nothing about Magic the Gathering, you have probably heard of the Alpha Black Lotus. It is one of the most expensive cards in the world. Only 1,100 of them were ever printed. And if it grades it at 10, they have sold for millions of dollars in the past. But even graded all the way down to a 6, they have sold for life-changing amounts of money, and this couple, they had an Alpha Black Lotus, and it looked to be in incredible shape from the pictures they showed. But of course, I'm very skeptical, especially in the current card market where everything is fucking fake. Everyone is scamming. You can't trust anyone, not even your own mother. So I, of course, raised a big eyebrow and took everything they said with a grain of salt. But it was an incredible story. And I didn't want to let an opportunity like this slip through my fingertips to be part of history. I, of course, wanted no part of, like, any money that they would make from selling the cards. I just wanted to help out and just be able to see them and do what I can to help them. But I wanted to make sure that I wasn't having the wool pulled over my eyes here. So I asked if I could have a trusted professional in the industry go through a process with them to verify the authenticity of the cards, which of course they agreed to. So I reached out to Tolarian Community College on YouTube, a massive Magic the Gathering channel, an incredible guy as well. And he put me in contact with who he claimed was the best in the business for it, Missouri MTG. And Missouri MTG spent a long time going through a very grueling process with them to ensure that these are real alpha cards, because if they are, we're looking at a collection that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. And I'm happy to say, it turns out it was all real. So we started getting everything in motion over the last couple months to get them from Australia to America with these cards so we could grade them here and have even more layers of authentication to ensure truly these are the real deal, get them graded, and get them sold, and also just share their story, because it is truly something special, and I'm honored to have even been a small part of this journey with them. Now, of course, many of you know I have an entire channel dedicated to Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, and other TCGs like One Piece. So we did this in collaboration with Drew and Ryan and Zach of Skill Check. So we brought in all the bells and whistles here to really make a pretty big production out of this, because with no exaggeration, this is truly a once-in-a-lifetime thing. My video here is not going to have everything that the skill check video is going to have, like with the actual going in person and grading type stuff. So if you want to see like the full complete package of this experience, go to Skill Check Show, the YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description.
Yeah, they had no idea, and he just like blows the dust off the folder. There's a Black Lotus in this. It's been something that we haven't really wanted to tell people we have. It feels a bit scary to be like, yeah, this is in our house.
You're looking to sell it, keep it. What's the plan?
I am so happy for them.
This opportunity to get closure on that situation.
Because I think this is a grade that will truly blow their minds.
I'm thinking there's a really good chance they're all 10s.
Brother, you're holding history. I know, I'm shaking a little, I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy.
Holy shit.
That's how.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1, go.
We start.
Yeah, fuck. Do we just introduce ourselves?
Yeah, just like introduce yourself.
I'm addressing I'm not camera trained or anything. This is entirely new to me. What the fuck am I doing? I'm Tyler. This is Dana. It's so awesome to be meeting you guys. We obviously reached out to you about these cards that are from her dad's original collection back in the 90s, whenever these came out. And we were having so much trouble getting them graded, and we said, okay, I'm just going to try to reach out to Charlie and see if something happens. And it did.
Yes, so my dad, he is very much a nerd. You could kind of say he's played like every nerdy thing
Yeah, if you saw downstairs in that house, he's got every single thing. We actually did take some B-roll of it, of like, he has like shelves and shelves of every single like board game, card game, everything you can think of.
Yeah.
It's like ever
and
existed.
So happened to play Magic, which is very nice to get us some alpha stuff in the future. So this is the hot stuff.
Yeah, but then we have like almost a full alpha collection of like just the random stuff that's not as valuable but still really cool.
It's not complete, but there's still missing. My brother did grade like.
Yeah, we had some stuff graded. Yeah. So there's a Bayou and a Counterspell and stuff that was graded.
Yeah.
But we didn't bring that with us.
So the goal with the collection is to get it graded and find a buyer for it. You're looking to sell it, keep it. What's the plan?
I think well, the goal is to sell it, right?
Sell it,
yeah. It's
kind of all we've been left with inheritance.
Yeah. So basically, like this was the inheritance that they were left with when her and her brother, when her dad passed.
I kind of refer to him as like Golem a little bit.
He was a giant. He collected everything.
Yes, and all in his basement, just kept everything there.
He has this giant basement that is just full of every single game you can imagine.
I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty good thing to have here to sell. Depending on what it grades at, that's life-changing money.
We've been trying to sell it for like 2 years, trying to find some way to get it overseas to grade it or find a local buyer, but we haven't really found like a fair opportunity. This opportunity to get closure on that situation, find a buyer, and also kind of like show off the stuff that he was super passionate about is really cool.
You mentioned that it's nearly a complete set of alpha, and then how many of the Power 9 cards are in there?
It's 3 Power 9, it's Time Walk, it's... Geez, what Mox is it? I've forgotten already. Mox Opal?
Sapphire.
No, it is Sapphire, you're right.
Sapphire.
Yeah, Sapphire, Time Walk, and the Lotus. I think those are the only technically Power 9, so I think he might have sold some of them in the past.
There was a story that my brother heard that my dad, he had a second Lotus, but he'd sold it for like probably nothing back in like the early 2000s.
To a friend.
I think he would have just sold it for like, I don't even want to say what, probably like 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we pull out real quick the Power 9?
Yeah, sure. So Soul Ring kind of cool too, right?
Yeah. Is Soul Ring not Power 9?
It's not Power 9, it's on the reserve list, which means that they never printed again for standard.
It's Commander Legal Power 9.
That one's a hot one.
Yeah, that's a hot card.
Yeah.
And then there's just a bunch of like, Mana Vault's kind of cool.
I think he belongs
there.
Him.
You want him?
I love him.
The art on Alpha is crazy, dude.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, those are probably the coolest cards. And then we have just like a bunch of the duels, right?
Missing.
Of the collection, these 3 are Power 9. I thought Soul Ring was in there. Apparently it is reserve list, but these are incredible.
Yeah.
So I guess the Alpha Lotus alone, that can easily be more than 30K.
Yeah.
And you said you've already graded these before, the Counterspell?
Yeah, Counterspell and stuff, and we weren't even really expecting anything crazy off them, but it came back at 7? I think most of them were 7s.
I think they got one that was an 8. I don't know which
Yeah,
one
I think
it
it was just 7s and 8s.
But mostly
It was the stuff we got graded already.
Yeah.
So can you, real quick, can you look up like the last sale of a PSA 7?
It's really hard to find. Like it seems like there's 1 or 2 sales a year.
I saw, when you sent me the email, I looked up because I was just curious like what this recent sales were. I think I saw an 8 go for like 75 or 80.
The internet wants to feed me the biggest story, which was the PSA graded 10, which sold for $3 million.
Yeah, that's all. They're just like the Post Malone one. That's just what it always says. That's the only thing it ever says.
Let's see, in 2022, there was one sold and reported for $87,000, rated at a 7.
Okay. Yeah. And I think the price has probably only gone up now that Magic has exploded even more. I think comfortably, if that will grade it a 7, I think that's already like 4 times what the offer was previously. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the conversion to us is like sounds way bigger than Australia.
Yeah, it's pretty sad looking at when Australian dollar converts to US dollar.
Man, that is so cool just to look at. Holy. I mean, as far as condition goes, like it doesn't look scuffed or anything. Like of the close-up videos you sent, like I didn't see any like.
I've been
whitening
gaslighting myself into being like, it's a 10.
You got it. I mean, you have to. You have to. Every card is a 10.
Cool. I like that one too. I just like the art to that one.
It's so weird how there's like manufacturing defects as well, because this whole time we were like, oh, that's a scuff. But no, that's on every single Alpha Mox Sapphire. It actually tells you that it is an Alpha Mox Sapphire. It has that.
Should also mention these are all 100% verified as like real, authentic alphas. This isn't like, they're not pulling the wool over our eyes here with fake cards. This is like the actual real deal. So you guys on your own went through like an authenticator as well, right?
Yeah, so we just had like a really well-known vendor in our country kind of go over them and check them out for us, and then you sent us Jeremy's contact.
That's right.
And he was super helpful and made it super clear like what would and wouldn't work. So I had to get one of those like little jeweler's loops, and
we couldn't figure out how to use it. And then we ended up having to use a scanner, and then we were like scared to put it in the scanner.
Yeah, dude, oh my god, I forgot about that. Putting this in the scanner, like closing the lid on it. So scary, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I think at one point it's like, can you take it out of the sleeve? And we're like, no.
I refused to take it out of the inner.
Yeah.
I was like, we could see. It's fine. I'm not taking it out of the inner. No, I don't know too much about like the actual grading process, but from the documents that you sent me, it seems to pass a bunch of the tests. There's obviously like the little white specks on all the alpha cards that we originally were like, oh no, they're all damaged. It's just what they look like.
Yeah.
Like, these are not going to get 10.
So do either of you play Magic?
Yeah, we were big Magic players. So we got big into Magic off of Lord of the Rings. So like when the Lord of the Rings set dropped, we were like, okay, we're gonna buy in. We had already played a bit of Arena and stuff, and just digitally, but we had never really gone full into paper.
Yeah.
We were really big into like other TCGs. Like we played most of the Bandai games that were released up to that point: Dragon Ball, Super. Played like Digimon. We did competitive Pokemon for a pretty long time. Yeah. The issue with Magic always felt like we just wanted to play the standard 60 card format.
Yeah.
And Magic always felt like you ask about Magic and then they're like, no, you don't play standard in Magic. You play something else like Commander. But then we started in Lord of the Rings, and then we all went to dinner with your family, and your dad was just kind of like, oh yeah, I have some pretty cool cards from back then.
Never even told us about
Yeah,
them.
they had no idea, and he just like blows the dust off the folder. As you open it, and it's like, there's a Black Lotus in this.
You said it was unsleeved in there, right?
Yeah, it was unsleeved in the folder and it's like one of those binder folders where you go to like what is it in America, Home Depot, and get like your own sleeves and put them in there. And it's rusty and it's terrible.
It's rusty. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it was shocking, but yeah, that was obviously a very big deal, and it was really funny because it was right after we'd all like gotten into Magic.
Yeah.
We had no idea before that. I think his biggest hobby is Warhammer.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god! Does he have a lot of Warhammer stuff?
Oh yeah.
You might be sitting on like a treasure trove.
Yeah.
Of
He
items.
was a brilliant painter as well.
Yeah,
like I literally called her a bullshitter when she was like, yeah, he painted these. I was like, someone sold these. Like,
It's like, don't you disgrace his name
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Did them.
So we were gonna see if I don't think you guys are into Warhammer or anything.
Oh, you'd be very wrong.
Okay. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
Guy.
Oh shit, we should have. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got.
I don't know if anything is. Like, I don't know what to determine what is worth.
There's so much vintage Warhammer downstairs.
You did all the work.
So basically, I was just. So her brother is like very busy with his master's degree and stuff that he's working on. So I've been trying to find ways to get this graded, to get a fair price for them, and basically getting it sent overseas to get graded. We couldn't get it insured. I was going around to like the pack and send places and any of the companies like that would send this overseas, and none of them would insure like over $50,000. So even that was like, we would have to provide so much evidence that it was worth that and everything, and that just doesn't feel sufficient for what we would be sending. So that was kind of why I sent you that email. Is I spent the whole day calling and getting in contact with people about that, and everything I got back was just, we can't help you.
Yeah.
And we would have just have to sell it loose.
Yeah,
to like a local vendor.
Like somebody offered us like $30,000 for it.
Yeah, we've had offers. Obviously, it's been something that we haven't really wanted to tell people we have. It feels a bit scary to be like, yeah, this is in our house. So I was like, I said to Dana, I was like, I'm just gonna send Charlie an email. I know people email him about stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do it. And then I sent you the email, and I hadn't heard back. And I sent you a follow-up a little bit later, and I woke up in the morning and you were like, I think he emailed you back. I was like, what
It was the last thing I expected to see when I opened my phone.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
And then the next 3 days were the most adrenaline-filled mornings of my life,
We were
because
like-
we're waking up to a potential email from Moist Critical. And what a weird thing to wake up to in the morning, man. We've been doing a bit of a bit where we're just because first of all, it's still like, what if we show up and it's like not you, or something absolutely crazy happens. And we also didn't know if we should be telling people, so we've been telling everyone we're going on a Mr. Beast show.
That's a banger.
We're just gonna eventually just like be actually like just kidding.
Yeah, I got you guys. Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
More believable than going to be Charlie's.
It's just look, I don't know. That's just the story we came up with in a Discord call.
Yeah.
So you've had an offer for $30K. Was that for the whole collection, or was it just for the Lotus?
No, one of my dad's friends, like, obviously knew my dad had some, some stuff, and he did offer us $30K for the whole collection.
No, you're right. That was he was a very big part of his community, very prominent in his community. He was like their main DM for so many local like Dungeons and Dragons groups.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a lot of people that reached out immediately because people know about like how much stuff he's been collecting over so many decades, and like this was his whole thing. This is his passion. So a lot of people reached out and offered to help with it, but yeah, some of it was a bit of a low ball.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think it'll grade at? The collection, like roughly?
I think 7 average is
because
probably.
I think my dad may have played with these.
Quite a few of the cards,
wondering if he probably did use these.
We know
in
that he
actual sets.
primarily played white and red.
Yeah.
So more likely the cards that are not white and red are probably in better condition because he would have just chucked them in a binder and gone back to playing his aggro goblin deck.
Yeah.
Just taking a look at him, it doesn't look played. Like
No.
Like if he played with them, he had them like fucking quadruple sleeved, like in titanium plating or something.
Known they were worth anything.
Yeah, exactly,
So
right? He
that's
was
what
playing
it's
back
like.
then.
I don't know.
He would have had no clue. Yeah, I mean, I think they look great too. I guess I'm just trying to lower my expectations so I don't see it come out as a lower grade and be upset. But I think 7 to 8's a fair estimate for most of them. A lot of alpha cards just have like built-in defects, and that's just part of the card.
Yeah.
A 10.
10. It's a 10. Yeah, it's a 10.
It should be a 10.
Yeah.
I
think it was also the night before we were leaving. I was having to like unsleeve. Well, they were originally in 2 sleeves and then a top loader. All
of them.
So then I was having to take them all out.
And
then,
we put them in the front of the standard decks.
yeah, just doing. I spent so long doing it.
That was the whole night before we left because we put it off.
Some like sleeves didn't feel right because we're like, if it's too tight on it, I don't know what to do.
Finding the right sleeves to use. We went to an LGS and they were not very. I mean, like it's such a weird phenomenon. Like, how do we sleeve and travel with alpha cards?
Yeah.
Like, who's meant to know the answer to that? So we shoved them into these outer sleeves along with the standard decks.
Yeah.
And prayed.
Yeah. I was scared of like going through customs and then going through.
Oh my god, the guy at customs was the most chill guy ever.
Yeah.
Everyone at customs was like super scary, and the guy calls us over and he was like making fun of us and stuff, like having a laugh. He was like, "Do you claim him to her?" And then he pulls out her old ass passport photo from like 10 years ago, and he's like laughing at her passport picture. And he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And I was like, "We're gonna play Magic with some friends." And he's like, "Dude, that's sick. I love Magic." And he's like, "You were the coolest people I've met all day." And I was like, "Cool, man."
The best guy we could have got, I think.
Definitely the best possible. Yeah, definitely the best possible customs agent we could have gotten.
Yeah.
Well, super excited to get these graded. So they will be going to Texas with the skill check crew to hopefully get 10s.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single one. Every single one a 10.
I'm thinking there's a really good chance they're all 10s.
Yep.
I think the customs agent has blessed it. So I'm optimistic, and I think it'll only take like a day or so. So we'll get it back, we'll get it graded, and hopefully find a buyer.
Yeah, cool. Sounds great. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for bringing these out. These are really fucking cool to see. So I very much hope that they grade high.
So I am Matt from Moist Critical's channel. I'm known as your Charlie's friend almost everywhere. And as they told you, these are cards from a couple from Australia that reached out to us asking to help them grade the cards and see if we can potentially find a buyer for them in the end. And we jumped at the opportunity to see an Alpha Black Lotus in person and hopefully get this 10 real quick. So I'm very excited to see these. Oh! Sorry, you said no reaction, so you can cut it out.
React.
I don't want to touch it.
Touch it.
I guess it's in a slab. I can. Oh my god.
You can take it out of the plastic too.
Oh my god. Who made you the boss here? I am so happy for them because I think this is a grade that will truly blow their minds. All right, so the other big hits are Soul Ring and the Moxes, right?
The Mox and the Time Walk.
All right. You know with how many you guys come through, if, like, is it normally a 7 average, something like that?
I don't know what the average.
I haven't seen a ton of alpha
Yeah.
magic, but I know like a lot of the older magic cards that we generally like 6.5 to 7.5.
Oh, okay. So this is really good.
8s I've seen a couple of.
Yep.
I think the harder it's harder to see 9s and 9.5s.
Gotcha. It's gonna be awesome when I pull one out of here. This is gonna be horrible to edit. Where like we'll cut out the grades. I'm just saying the grade. And
yeah, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
He just turns black.
I'll keep it to myself. That's incredible, though. I feel like this is incredible. For all the Power 9, it absolutely crushed. Oh, I'm excited. They're gonna be so pumped. I wish I could FaceTime Charlie, even though we're not telling him. And he's streaming Silksong. Wow, that's awesome. I'm getting a call. Do you think it's Charlie?
There's a chance. There's a pretty good chance.
It's Google.
Oh.
It's just John Google.
John Google's like, I heard you
Mr.
got a good
Google.
Lotus in there.
Thank you so much again.
Yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much.
You guys can't see nothing, right?
Can't see shit.
Good.
We've got the cards, and we landed an hour ago. We're here fresh and ready to show them off because we know you have been waiting.
Just try to keep them on like the nose of the.
Yeah, bring it in the center.
Very centered.
He's pulling it.
You do it. These are yours.
to.
Do it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can
So this
smell
is
a 9 on that.
This is the Savannah.
Okay. That's not bad.
That's a good sign.
That's one higher than what we thought.
Yeah.
So, from what I can tell, a lot of the dual lands, based on the grading, can go anywhere from like 9,000 down to 1,000. At an 8, it'll probably be like $5,000-ish, $6,000.
I want to jump in real quick. So we got about 10 cards graded, the most expensive of their collection. We got graded. You're not going to see all the grades here. Again, if you want to see all of it, go to the Skill Check channel. They did just post the full video going through all of this. So I'm only showing you a few in mine here, but the rest are over there. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like confusing because we did grade quite a few. Of course, the biggest being the Black Lotus. It's pretty strong.
Yeah. It's a strong first grade.
All right, here we have our next one, our Tropical Island.
Oh, that's a
banger. A big one.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead and take a look.
Alright.
I love that art.
Our Blue Green Land.
How many more did my dad ink for some reason?
Oh, shit. I knew there'd be 9s in here.
Oh, yeah.
I smelt it.
God damn.
That's on a good land too.
That is nice.
That's probably a
It's
chunky
blue.
one.
I don't want it. I hate blue. I hate blue so much.
So on the chart, which Matt will tell us, the
8,000 on the chart.
Yeah. The difference between a 9 and an 8 for Tropical Island on the chart specifically is a difference of like $2,000.
Yeah, right.
Which is wild, just looking at it.
Pray to Richard Garfield.
I'm curious what you think these will be now, seeing the rest of the collection between 8 to
7. Or what was the other? What was it called?
Altered.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Scribbled on
Big
every
old
power.
We never looked. The back of the Black Lotus had a signature on it, and it's like ruined.
We know he sharpened some of his cards. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't say that.
I feel like I'm gonna shake.
Oh.
An 8.5.
Nice, dude, on a power 9.
Oh yeah. 8.5 Mock Sapphire.
Bumped it up a few grades.
that was a concrete commander, right? Where you
Yeah.
played on the concrete?
Yeah, exactly.
8.5 again.
wow.
Okay.
8.5 again. Dude, that's a crate. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
You have all the data now. What do you think?
Just the mounting terror.
Yeah.
Low ball.
Altered. Clearly that was...
This Time Walk, maybe the most powerful of the Power 9. Extra turn, instant speed, 2 mana, and in an 8.5, just, again, like, I keep repeating myself, but just legendary how highly rated these old
I thought it was
cards
a
are.
sorcery.
Is it a sorcery?
It's still a 2-mana sorcery.
Wow,
Kill me.
You just got fired.
I just lost my job.
You just got big dogs.
Gonna be just some other guy.
Yeah.
Surface
Just drew the
9.5.
mustache. What's that?
Oh yeah.
Surface 9.5.
Oh, wow.
That's very nice.
That was so close to a 9 then.
Yeah.
Holy.
And that's going for, in 2024, end of 2024, went for 9,000.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay,
I've
so
not kept a tally in my head at all.
Neither
That's
have
a good amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like a pretty solid chunk of change.
We're at least over $20,000 at this point. That's
one
that's
of
a
them
low.
was 20,000.
Then we're healthily over that.
He's still
We're
right. He's still right.
30 to 35.
Well,
Yeah.
the good news is this really cushions the blow for the 2.5.
okay, moment of truth. How you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's super chill. It's super easy. I'm terrified.
We could just like get lunch. I think there's not really.
Yeah.
We haven't eaten.
Please stop.
This is a beautiful setup here.
Yeah, this
boys.
is awesome.
Yeah, we're just really into puppets.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's huge.
Fucking hell.
I couldn't read.
8.5. It's 8. Put your damn glasses on. It's not a 6.
It's not a 6.
Here you go.
Holy shit.
That's how.
Oh my god. It's yours.
Yeah.
9.5 on the edges? What? 10 on the surface. The
10 on the
corners
surface.
fucked you right there. Oh my god.
Wow, it must have been so fucking close to a 9.
Yeah, 9, 9.5, 10, and then 8. That's still so crazy, dude. Oh my god.
That stat line probably carries it real hard in the eyes of a collector, even if it's an 8.5. Looking at like the 10s and the 9s on it,
Yeah.
it's probably like, that's worth.
Low sale we've seen is around 85,000.
I want to say that when we were there, the people at Beckett have like an auction website that they showed us, and a listing was online for $120,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm speechless almost. Like.
We've been talking about this for years, ever since we
Yeah.
found it, right? Like we were so convinced that like probably like 20 grand sort of thing. It'd be like a 7 at best because it's been sitting in this binder for so long. And 8.5 with all of those details being such high scores, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's like, it's a little emotional because my dad, obviously, this was his. So, he obviously went through a lot. So, and his like biggest problem, I feel so lame talking about this. His biggest problem was like money, and it's sad to see that this was always just downstairs in his basement, just living down there.
But now,
And
yeah,
I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You inheriting this though is like,
Yeah.
it feels like a gift from him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't thank you guys enough for helping us with this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we absolutely want to thank you guys so much for this. Like, the last 5 years have been a very tough couple of years, and like I spent 3 years stuck in bed, and she spent all of those years by my side the whole time, and then immediately after that, what tragically happened with her father happened, and then our lives have just been like a roller coaster for so long. And this is right as we've kind of got our lives back. This is the first thing we get to do. Like, we feel so lucky, and we can't thank you guys enough.
No, really,
for
like,
allowing us to do this.
Say it. We feel lucky that you let us do it. Like to even be a part of the experience here. Like this is like actual history here for Magic. Like this kind of thing doesn't happen. 1,100 of these ever made, and I would argue like a good chunk probably just are gone, like destroyed, ruined, lost, whatever. So to have one that now grades this high is special. Like I think that's just amazing.
That feels great.
it's going back to the basement.
She's gonna crack it out of this room.
Needs to go home.
All right, let's play that shit. Let's go.
That is a ridiculous amount of life-changing money. Yeah.
And you're already in the United States, and Las Vegas is just a flight.
You're so right. Can I put that into the slot machine?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's what we asked.
Now we are still actively looking for a buyer of the big ticket cards there, the fucking 8.5 Black Lotus in particular. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you in on a little secret. The rest of the collection, 186 other alpha cards that we did not grade because I bought them. I could not help myself. So I now have almost a complete set of alpha cards. Not only that, they are in incredible condition. If the rest are anything to go by, they are likely sitting around 7 to 8.5 average, like as graded alpha cards. That shit is like impossible to find. So It cost a pretty penny, but I really think it's going to a very great couple here that I know is going to do amazing things with it. And I'm going to tell you, these cards are in a loving household. I'm very excited to have them.
I was also going to say this when you said it, Charlie, really. You guys are like, oh, Charlie says he feels lucky for this. He jumped on this instantly, and then all of us got on a plane to take the cards. And it was just like, every step of the way, he was like, we've got to do this. Yeah. He actually felt so lucky to do it.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you.
That's crazy to hear. We went through so much to try to get this process done. Like it felt impossible on our side, and the one thing that ends up working out happens to be an email that I sent to you. is like the craziest story ever. My best friend, we've been talking to him this whole time, and like he's like, I'm going to be telling this story when I'm 80 in the retirement home. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened. I can't believe this is happening, and that's exactly how we feel about it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, now we just need to find a buyer.
Oh,
so if you've got 200 grand lying around, someone's got to be a nice home for these new cards, or new, freshly graded cards.
Oh, yeah.
Not new. They're very old, actually. This was a pretty incredible experience, and I am so happy the cards graded so high for them. I'm actually still very salty that the Black Lotus here is an 8.5 when it has all the makings of a 9. It has a 9 on the centering, a 9.5 on the edges, a 10 on the surface, but an 8 on the corners. The corners are what really held it back. Sorry, the glare's a little much. But we are selling this for them. Like I mentioned, we are not taking any like commission or any percentage or anything. So the 8.5 Black Lotus, the 8.5 Time Walk, the 8 Tundra. I'm showing all of these cards. If there actually is a serious interested buyer, I'm going to put a link, or I'm going to put an email in the description of this video, so please reach out and we can discuss what that would look like. An 8 on the Savannah, an 8.5 on the Wheel of Fortune, which is a banger, an 8.5 on the Mox Sapphire, and a 9 on the Tropical Island. The rest of their alpha cards, I already bought. I could not help myself. I am not kidding. Like, if you know anything about Magic, you know how rare something like this is to come across. In this condition, it's a fucking unicorn. I couldn't resist. So again, if there is any like actual seriously interested buyers in these, please reach out to the email I put in the description. Don't exactly know what price for each of these. That'll be a negotiation. We'll figure it out together. I recently made a video talking a lot of shit about the Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorn, which is a unicorn toy that you make take a shit for you on the toilet, and then you play with its shit, which is some slime. And I called it the worst toy ever made, a war crime, the one sin the Lord can't forgive, just a whole bunch of things. But recently I've been watching a lot of inspirational Darman YouTube videos, and I've learned something very important. Never judge a book by its cover. I'm not trying to get too fucking philosophical on you here with this Socrates knowledge, but appearances can be misleading, as the great Darman says, so I had my friend Matt go out and buy me a Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorn. That way I can experience firsthand the joy and jubilation of making this unicorn take a shit for me. Now, the reason I had Matt go out and buy it isn't because I was embarrassed. I mean, shit, I buy fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards from Walmart, so there is no shame there. I would have no problem going right up to an employee and asking where their Poopsie aisle is. It's just I'm afraid of being around people in this area, and Matt's got fucking nuts of steel, ironclad nuts, and he went out and he was totally fine getting this for me, so thank you, Matt. Now, apparently these naughty little things are flying off the shelves. There was only one Poopsie left, and he checked 2 Walmarts and a Super Target and found it at Super Target. Not only did he find that, though, he also got us our own little slime surprise. Our Poopsie Slime Surprise starter kit, I guess, whatever the fuck this is, a little birthday gift, I don't really know. But I figured we needed both just to make sure we got the full authentic experience. So first impressions right away, I can tell you this is the worst thing a kid can have next to the chicken pox. If your parents told you on Christmas they were getting a divorce, it would still be a better gift than getting this. What are you going to do with all that poop, am I right? Now I'm sure you can hardly contain yourself. Go ahead and amplify that excitement by 100 for me. I'm about to start scratching at my neck like a meth addict if I can't get into this box soon. So let's just go ahead and dive in here. Let's go ahead and raid the public bathroom and check this shit out. So we'll crack this open here. We'll start with the actual poopsie unit and we'll save the slime surprise for later. Jesus. She's really sealed in here real tight. Like a fucking sarcophagus. I'll save you, Poopsie! Ah! Come on! Damn it! Fuck. Oh! Oh no. I think I snapped her neck. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Alright. We'll be alright. She doesn't need her neck to take a shit, I guess. Alright, well now that I've hit her with like a Mortal Kombat fatality, I'd say we're about 50% of the way there to getting her out of this. So, I didn't have a pair of scissors, which is why this is like so primitive here and like caveman-ish, like a Neanderthal ripping it out. I can't trim the shit on the back. Ah! Oh! Alright. So I hit myself extremely hard in my sack, and, well, that's just a little wake-up call. You gotta bleed for the poopsie if you really want to enjoy it. I guess the surprise in the name was for the surprise vasectomy I accidentally gave myself, getting it out of the box. Anyway, we got her here. She still kind of works, but I do think I broke her neck. Yeah. Not bad. This was moving around a lot more initially in the box, I think, so that something definitely went awry in there, but that's just entirely my fault for not having the proper equipment. So let's go ahead and check the back and go through what we learned from the tutorial and see if we can start making her take a shit. So on the back, of course, Wait, what? Oh, don't fucking tell. Oh my god. So I just looked it up. There's actually other poopsie models that don't take shits. They just sing about taking a shit, and that's all. Unfortunately, this happens to be one of those musical poopsies instead of the actual shitting ones. Which is beyond disappointing. I guess I can confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt is if she has an asshole. Let's see. Nope. As you can see, there's no butthole here, so this model absolutely could not take a shit. I feel like I got scammed. No, it's not the time. I feel like I actually got scammed. This was $60. $60 fucking dollars. Well, what am I gonna do with the slime surprise kit? I can't even make slime out of her fucking colon. This is the only... How popular are shitting toys? How the fuck is this the only poopsie they had left is the singing one? They don't actually have the shitting one. I feel like this would be the one kids would want. Something that like sings and jingles keys. Not just shits. I don't get it. Well, this is probably the most disappointing moment of 2020 for me, I'd say. I was really looking forward to getting this experiment going. But, well, at least we have the memories, and now I have a cool singing and dancing unicorn that talks about shitting without actually doing it. Well, I guess that's where that journey comes to an end. See ya. Mr. Krabs vs. Santa's Little Helper. Oh, Chip Skylark. Alright, Mr. Krabs, let's fucking do it. My shiny queef and me! Fuck. I just wanted to win, I'm so sorry. I hate using these ults, I feel so dirty. I feel so dirty. Like a sewage pig. A pig born in sewage. Made of sewage. I hate using ults, I'm so sorry. That's definitely Peppa. Oh, it's DW. What a lot of people don't realize is that DW originally stood for Dick Weezer. And I'm about to show you why. Give her the dick! Oh! Carl! Oh, Carl! I can do that too, DW! I'm Carl fucking Weezer! What don't you understand about Carl Weezer? Is that Singed? Yeah, Singed and the Dark Magician. League of Legends meets Yu-Gi-Oh! It's what we've all been wet dreaming about for years. Judge Dredd versus Kenshi's Mortal Kombat, right? The Professor. Minimum wage. Oh! Fucking supersized it for him! My god! The Professor tried to order a salad and minimum wage is giving him a dick instead. Holy shit. The McRib is back in season. I tried to redirect him in the air. There we go. Strategy. You like those fucking calculations from the old Eustace bag? Oh, that's not Hank Hill. Oh, that's a cute little attention to detail right there. He's got the pins in the pocket. James out here looking good. About to take a diarrhea dump in Wesley Snipes' ear. Wesley Snipes sent James back to the past to suck on some ass. Jesus, look how ripped James is. That is a great Jorgen von Strangle. Ooh, is that Popeye? Versus emo SoundCloud rapper? Oh, I didn't mean to disrespect you, X. Rest in peace, X. Oh, goodness me. Fucking ate his spinach. Finally, a Spider-Man. It's the real Peter Parker. That's Tobey Maguire in there. Terminator, evil robot, Todd Howard versus Pizza Spider-Man. Ooh, I like this. I like the demon Todd Howard. Ooh, what a shield! Todd Howard definitely didn't order this pizza, but Spider-Man's giving it to him anyway. That's a great Spider-Man. Oh, Todd Howard! He just re-released Skyrim. He said he wouldn't, and then he did. Holy shit. Pre-order Fallout 76 now. He just refunded Pizza Spider-Man 500 V-Bucks. Oh, here it is. Spider-Man wants a refund. Oh, but Todd Howard's not letting it happen. His greed's becoming too much. Oh! Oh my god! Oh no! It wasn't Tobey Maguire at all! It's Andrew Garfield! No wonder he lost! It was the bad Spider-Man. Honest Abe was the 4th Powerpuff Girl that Chemical X created in Professor Utonium's lab. But Mojo Jojo may prove to be too difficult without the other girls. Oh, Krampus vs. Dib. Alright, I fuck with that. Dib always believed in the paranormal. He's always been preparing for this day, for his final battle against Krampus. Xavier Renegade Angel and a fuck doll, perhaps? Raven No Hood. Is that like a model of fuck doll? Oh no, it's iDubbbz. Ooh, and hit or miss? Ooh, baby, now it's getting wild. He's content copying the TikTok memes, yeah. Oh man, iDubbbz out here punishing a lottery player. She bought some scratch-offs and Ian came out of nowhere to just completely fucking destroy her. Guy Fieri versus a demon from hell. Guy Fieri's appetite is insatiable. He is the sin of gluttony. He's about to eat the fucking demon. Oh, he's gonna sprinkle a little hot sauce on there. Come on, Guy, really get in there. Slurp him up. Come on, Guy. Get in there. Come on, Guy. Jesus, Guy. There it is. There it is, Guy. Oh. Now there's the Flavor Town I know and love. Oh, baby. Dine-ins, dine-outs, and dick downs. There's that Guy Fieri. Is that #1 from Codename Kids Next Door? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, baby, it's a Cartoon Network showdown here. Cartoon Fridays. That's about what I look like, I'd say. Finally. An accurate depiction of me in this game. It took a long fucking time. #3. We're gonna see the whole Codename Kids Next Door cast out here. Juan Decimo. Nice. Damn, Juandissimo! Out here fighting for Wanda's pussy. I really like the wand. Excuse me, the wand. I'll play the pun game. Oh, is that just sleep-deprived Kojima? This is actually poetic. Kojima's getting a chance to fight Konami directly. This Dark Magician is wild. I'm pulling for you though, Hideo Kojima. Konami did you too dirty. I can't support that. Dark Magician. What was his move? What was the Dark Magician's move in Yu-Gi-Oh? The urethral slam jam or something? I don't quite remember. It's been a while. Dark magic attack. That doesn't sound right. Do you have an arcade machine that plays all the consoles and arcade games in one place? In one package? No. I was actually just talking to my friends though. What I'd really love is just like this black box where it can just play every fucking console ever, just emulate it. And do kind of what the RetroTink does where it can just upscale it. It'd be so convenient. Then I wouldn't need to like have splitters and shit for all my OG consoles. Just one big fucking box where I can pop a GameCube disc in, an Xbox disc in, just no hassle. And just play it on my fucking CRT. That'd be so nice. $1 million idea. Not really. That shit would get shut down so fast from all of these companies, bro. Are you kidding me? You could probably make one yourself, like a very bespoke one probably, but you couldn't sell it. A PC. No, but I'm not talking about just like an all-in-one emulator. I want, because I've been a big physical media guy. Appreciate the raid, Moki. Hope you had a good stream. I've been a big physical media guy. So I want to be able to use my physical media really conveniently. So if I just had like one box that could just take all my fucking load of physical, it'd be so convenient. And upscale it like the RetroTink does. Oh, that'd be lovely. That'd be so lovely. You could buy a mini Linux PC, connect to your CRT, and just LARP the discs into a hole. Then that could work. You're onto something. Wait a minute. Didn't a streamer in China make that? You're talking about that content creator who made the Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation.
This Chinese YouTuber built a console that can run a PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2 at the same time. And here's the crazy part. Switching between the consoles only takes 3 seconds, but the process of building it is the most bizarre part. First, she realized that the 3 consoles together weigh around 10 kilograms because of the huge number of components. So she decided to create a single cooling system and a single power supply using a triangle.
Like, it's very cool. Don't get me wrong, it's very cool, but I need that wumbo. Give me everything. I'm talking fucking Sega Genesis in there too. N64. Turbo graphics. I'm talking the kit and caboodle where it could just take anything. The closest thing to what you want is the Retro Freak. The hell is the Retro Freak?
Which I can think this.
Okay, see, wait, we're getting somewhere.
Having the Retro Freak on my desk and plugged in every single cartridge, I can think, man, this is just looking kind of wicked, to be honest. This is an overkill of cartridges and looks like a huge monster at this point.
See, I like that. That's some good shit right there. That's some good shit. So now you take this and you wumbo it again. Then you give me some N64, you give me some GameCube, you give me some Xbox, you give me some Xbox 360. And by the end of it, I'll have a fucking giant box that's the size of my whole room. That is cool, though, man. That is very cool. Literally just an emulator that fakes reading games. Oh, that's not the impression I got. I guess maybe it is, though. He did mention it emulates it. So, yeah, I guess it just fakes reading them. But then in that case, why would it matter if there was multiple cartridges? You basically want a console that looks like the ultimate GameCube monstrosity with all the attachments. Oh, here we go, like that. Yeah. Yeah, fundamentally like that, yeah. Oh, that's some good shit. I think it'd go hard. Maybe it's just me, but I think that shit would go ballistic. It'd probably cost a lot to make, and you could never sell it, because I think you'd just get shut down right away if you're emulating more modern consoles. Well, not even emulating. let's take emulation out of it. Well, actually, no. I would definitely want emulating, especially for like upscaling certain things. So I don't know. There's a way. You could definitely make one. You know, I'm gonna message Nick. I'm gonna see if I can pay Nick to do it. He's the guy that made the CS:GO chair for us. He's the fucking GOAT. As long as you don't want to emulate the Switch, that's when Nintendo sends the assassins. Fuck them. We do the Switch too. Can you imagine? I mean, what are they gonna do though? Like, it wouldn't necessarily be emulating the Switch. I'd just have it housed in this monstrosity. And it would read the game like normal. And it would just basically do what it does now when I plug it into the computer. Wouldn't have to emulate it. The whole point is that I could use my physical media and conveniently put it into this thing. Oh, something I didn't even consider though. Controller. Well, no, I guess it doesn't matter. I could just do one controller, one size fits all. But then I lose some of the charm of playing like N64 on the classic controller. There's some bugs we'll have to work out. Maybe we could also have the controllers fucking flying off of it like some kind of Lovecraftian monster. Nah, a controller actually fucks it. Either have 30 ports or rebind every time you swap consoles. Yeah, that would be kind of tough. Unironically reach out to Shank Mods or Ginger of Oz. I'm not familiar with either one of them. Transforming a 90s Hot Wheels PC into a modern gaming beast. Oh my god, I remember this PC. Holy Toledo. Wow. What a throwback.
Hello, I'm Shank, and this is the Hot Wheels Sleeper PC.
Oh my god.
Absolutely top-of-the-line gaming PC crammed into the infamous 90s computer case. But what's even crazier than this monstrosity is the story of how I wound up building it.
This seems so cool, what the fuck? I haven't heard of this channel. Oh, they're not very active, that's why. Oh wow, there's actually only 11 videos here. Damn, what a shame. This seems so cool, I gotta watch that whole thing later.
Hello, I'm Shank, and this is an average-sized 27-inch cathode ray tube TV, also known as a CRT. It's almost 2 feet thick and weighs about 100 pounds. Up until the mid-2000s, most homes in the United States had a tube TV like this.
Goddamn right, I got mine right over there, the old JVC. Ginger of Oz does similar stuff too. I built 5 different portable Wiis.
This is a G-Boy. It's a fully portable Nintendo Wii crammed into a case that's identical in shape to the original Game Boy, making it one of the smallest portable Wiis I've ever built. I think that this is one of the greatest portable Wii designs of all time, which would be a pretty tasteless thing to say if it were my own design, so it's a good thing it's not. In fact, all 5 of the portables I'm showing off today were designed by different members of the portabilizing scene, who have been kind enough to give me the opportunity to build.
How big is the portabilizing scene? I haven't heard of that before. Damn, he's also not super active. I built a PlayStation.
This is a piece of art titled PlayStation, a wonderful creation by artist On Dang. When I first saw this image a few months ago, my first thought was, huh, that's cool. And my second thought was, wait, I could build that. And the idea has been firmly lodged in my head ever since. There's only one way to get it out of here. I need to speed up the course of nature and carcinicize a PS1 myself. And this is our starting point. A cheap beat-up PS1 I got off of eBay. It's certainly seen better.
This seems so cool. I love this kind of shit. Retroid game consoles are huge. There's a whole subreddit dedicated to these types of devices and emulating old gen games. I didn't realize it was so big. Retroid Pocket 5 will do good for what you want. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that does what I want. Not yet. It's got to be built. Yeah, see, like I'm not a portable gamer. I'm not a big handheld guy, but this does seem cool. And the big thing for me is the whole reason I want this is for the utilization of my physical media. That's like the big thing. I want it to be able to read the physical media. You're just gonna have to get the switcher set up AVGN has for his 100 consoles. I already have like a setup that works. I'm just saying, it'd be really cool if there was a giant fucking monster that could read every single game. Is every game console rolled into one? Bro, trying to build the Metal Gear. So I have mine set up. I have 12 consoles plugged into my office, connected to a switcher to my capture card. I think it's the best you can do right now. It is basically the best you can do right now. I imagine you use RetroTink. Well, I guess it depends on what consoles. Make it as big as the first PC ever. Oh, man. We're getting into wacky territory. Imagine we have it look like this.
Bang! Hit it, Joe!
This is me putting in all of my physical media for my fucking Pandora's box of gaming. Cranking levers. Alright, now it's time for Super Mario 64. Such a thing would exist if there was a demand for it, but the ease of digital gaming has outshined it. Well, bah humbug, man, I know. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be very cool. You mean it should have like one unified disk drive or USB drives and then game auto switches? No, bro, that's like... There is no way you could make some unified like disk drive to fit every piece of physical media. It wouldn't even work because a lot of them are cartridges anyway. So no, that's not what I mean. You just have separate readers for each of them. Kind of like what the Retro Freak had. That was honestly like exactly what I was thinking.
Hello.
But just scaled up for more things. But there'd be no way to make a one hole for all thing. Wait, the Polymega might be it. The Polymega? Jesus. The Polymega. What an intro. That was cool.
And welcome to GameSec. Today we're checking out the Polymega from Bungie. This is an emulation device that's been around for a few years now, but only recently have many of the pre-orders started to be fulfilled. Basically, it's a standalone unit that can play CD games for several different platforms, and you can also buy individual modules to attach to it that'll play your cartridge games and will let you use your original controllers if you like. The base unit costs $550 on its own, and each module costs $80. Not cheap, but I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't. Turbo module for TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, and Super Graphics games, and the Ultra module for Nintendo 64 games. Powering the Polymega is an Intel Coffee Lake S CPU branded as a Celeron G4 900.
Man, this channel's production is crazy.
It has 2 GB of DDR4 RAM. It also has 30 GB of internal storage, and this can be expanded with SD cards or even an SSD. It uses a Linux-based OS and licensed emulators like Mednafen, Messen, Kega Fusion, and MAME. Inside any given module, we have fairly simple electronics that mainly serve as an interface for the cartridges and controllers. No game processing is done here. Powering on the system for the first time, you have to agree to a lot of different nonsense, and then you can set some things up. The unit comes with a bunch of pre-installed games that you can play, like Double Dungeons on the TurboGrafx 16, or Dragon View on the Super NES.
This seems
and
pretty
even
cool.
The Genesis version of TinStar, among others. You can adjust things like the display area, which is quite slow to do, and it seems to shrink it vertically faster than it shrinks it horizontally. You can't adjust the axes independently. You can also choose from a resolution of 1080p and, well, just 1080p. I didn't feel like setting up the Wi-Fi as I had it plugged in directly via Ethernet, but it wouldn't recognize it until I rebooted the console with the cable already plugged in.
Let me see it with more modules on it.
Game basis. You can also quit and reset the game here. If you're playing with a real controller, well, obviously it doesn't have a Polymega logo button, so you can just access that menu by pressing up and start. Before you begin the game, you'll also have the option to install it to the system so you can play it without inserting the cartridge or CD. You can also apply cheats here, or play it in the classic mode, which deactivates extra features like save states. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but there it is. Each of the emulators are pretty bare bones compared to what you're probably used to. There are no fixes for sprite flickering or any of that kind of stuff. The CD, Tekken 3 on the PlayStation, because why the hell not? Game menu. And it works well enough, I suppose.
Show me the cartridges and stuff on the Polymega.
Right, the HD temporal blur is bad. I like that they put the select and start buttons so high near the top though, but
Pro of the Famicom game Sweet Home. Sadly, it doesn't work.
No!
And of course, the EverDrive doesn't work at all.
No!
The Polymega can't access cartridges directly, only copy data from them, so EverDrives and other flash carts just can't work. Nor can the Famicom disk system if you manage to hook one up.
Looks like the big hiccups these type of consoles have are with the cartridges. It works perfect with CDs, though. Oh, well, that's good then. That's a good base. I'm gonna be honest now. I kind of love the idea of just like a really bespoke, over-the-top looking contraption. Nothing like sleek and sensible like this. I'm talking fucking demon size. That, like, it could basically be like the stand for... Yeah, the alien stuff was a very uninteresting dump. I know. Why was it uninteresting? There was just nothing substantial. Is the problem. Just more... bleh. I don't know, man, that artist rendition was pretty convincing. Oh. Actual site photo with FBI lab-rendered graphic overlay depicting corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky. It's pretty thought-provoking. Also, if this is what FBI lab-rendered graphics look like in 2026, that's pretty insane. You gotta give them time to catch up, man. Technology's advancing quick. They're still on that GeoCities vibe. It takes time. That shit needs DLSS 5. It's from a game in the 90s. Is it? They just grabbed an image from a game? An old 90s game? So yeah, the alien files weren't anything super cool. Still nothing. It's still no pickles. Oh, I didn't even read the statements they said about it. This is unprecedented transparency in what the US government knows about UFOs, Hegseth said, adding, these files hidden behind classifications have long fueled justified speculation, and it's time the American people see it for themselves. We can't handle this kind of truth, man. You gotta keep this under wraps. This is gonna cause a nationwide panic. He's right. Dag nabbit, he's right. From a game that was on 7 floppy disks split across them due to file size. This was probably very innovative for its time, if that's the case. Don't copy that floppy. Looks like they took a photo of one of those magnets you play with and colored it gold in Microsoft Paint. Well, they didn't even do that much. Apparently they just took it from an old game. Couldn't tell ya. I didn't know that. Any day now, though, we'll get some really irrefutable, hard proof of extraterrestrial visitation. I'm telling you. See, look, they're even teasing it. There's more to come. Government saying new materials will be released on a rolling basis every few weeks as records are found, reviewed, and declassified. I am salivating. I can't wait to see the next batch. No, like I said, my dad thought that this was nothing. He texted me last night saying that it was a big nothing burger. Yeah, that was unprompted too. Usually he doesn't get the latest UFO drops, but last night I guess he was just seeing it somewhere and he texted me, said, the released UFO vids are a real nothing burger, exclamation, exclamation. What a joke, exclamation, exclamation. So he was pretty upset. He sounds so invested. Well, I mean, he is to a certain degree. He doesn't keep up with, like, the latest baloney dumps, like the fucking spheres, the goddamn flying colanders, and, like, little soccer balls in the sky that people go crazy over. He doesn't care about that shit. But when it comes to, like, file releases and stuff, he at least tries to stay on top of it and take a look, but so far he has not seen anything convincing. So he's not active in the UFO subreddit. He is not. He certainly doesn't like that very much. If intelligent humanoid aliens did actually exist, do you think we would ever know? Said that a million times. No, man. I do not think so. They're hiding the real UFO pictures like Bubble Bass hiding the pickles under his tongue. Brother, I've got bad news. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. There is none. Like, I'm sure they have some, like, wacky files and stuff, because they had so many old-school weirdo projects, like the MK Ultra stuff. They also had all of these, like, astral projecting projects that they were doing, the CIA was conducting with, like, the psychics and stuff, which is why, like, a year ago you saw those articles about the declassified CIA documents confirming that there was giants on Mars. But if you actually look at it, what they were doing is they had these drug-induced maniacs go in, fucking blindfold them, and try and, like, guess cue cards that they were holding, and then they'd tell them stories about how they astral projected onto Mars and had conversations with giants. Like, you're not going to find anything, like, actually convincing when it gets declassified, because they did some fucking nut job shit in the CIA back in, like, the 60s and 70s. They were actually trying to do, like, Marvel X-Men stuff. And then they wrote about it as if it was, like, successful. So, like, ESP, mind readers, astral projectors, time travelers, they had all of these kind of wacky programs. They also killed a lot of people. Well, I mean, in the pursuit of mutants and superhumans, that's to be expected. The gay bomb, too. Oh, the gay bomb is a classic. The gay bomb actually is a classic. Surprised people still don't know about it. I feel like most people have at least heard of the gay bomb, but don't realize it was actually something they pursued. The thought being drop a bomb that would cause all the dudes to just start fucking each other and not fight anymore. This has to be a Joker skit. No, it was this. It is. I guess you're right. There are people that just maybe have never even heard about it. This was a very real project. The enemy is gay now. But they still shot at us. I do love that thinking, though, like, that's gonna somehow be a really effective weapon. Like, let's just assume it works. Let's assume they did create the gay bomb, they deploy it, now all the soldiers have sex, they all blow their load. Then they go right back to what they were doing before. So you bought yourself, like, a couple of minutes where they're fucking, and then what? It was a truly baffling proposal. I don't remember how far this got. I think they tried to do, like, prototypes at some point, from what I recall. I don't know how much. The Wikipedia seems pretty short. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at the gay bomb project. But it is such an interesting idea. Might backfire on your own army. Oh, can you imagine transporting the gay bomb, but it springs a leak? Then the plane crashes because everyone's fucking themselves ferociously. No! We made the whole plane gay! No, it's gay! Shit! The one thing we couldn't plan for! No! Yeah, it was interesting stuff, man, I'm telling you. Those declassified files and the ones that we keep getting have some really wacky projects the government looked into at the very least. Some actively pursued. Oh, point I was making, to tie it back to the alien stuff, I do not think they have anything like groundbreaking in regards to aliens. Like, I don't think there's alien bodies, alien weaponry, alien craft that they've ever recovered or anything like that. Surely they have, like, unexplainable aerial phenomena, like stuff that they've already declassified, like the tic-tac, that kind of stuff, which is interesting, but I don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think they have anything, like, that's gonna make you go, oh my god, aliens are real and they were here. Because I don't think aliens have ever been here. Because if they have, we would have never known about them. They're not going to get all the way here and fucking crash. That's not going to happen. The technology that they would need to get here, it would be unthinkable that it would somehow malfunction here. You can't even begin to understand and comprehend the technology that would be necessary for a different species to make it here. It defies our understanding of everything. But you can't debunk that tic-tac, can you? I can't. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think it was aliens in their cruiser. Just because I can't explain it doesn't mean that that's the default correct answer. You can't tell me whether or not there's poop in my pants right now. There's no way. You can make a guess, but you don't know. 50-50 chance. Yeah.